Bismarck, you understand? You want to make a side bet on a knockout? You want to make a bet, me and you? You understand that? You want to make a bet like that? Whatever you want, however much you want. What do you want to make it for, $10? Is that what you're willing to risk it on? $5, $10? Let's make a real bet. I'll make a bet on a knockout.
Just to shut your mouth.
Let's make a side bet. He's the one who's saying he's going to knock me out. Make a bet. You think you're going to knock me out? I won't even bet that. Just you knocking out. You want to knock me out? Let's make a bet. We'll make a bet on it.
Shut up.
We'll make a bet. You make me shut up. You make me shut up. You're saying you're going to knock me out? You're saying you're going to knock me out? You're going to knock shit out. You want to bet me you knock me out? How much you want to bet?
You know something, Bob? I'm not afraid of you, Lennox. And we're going to get it on. I owe you one.
Okay.
You're not the man I thought you were. You lied on me. I thought we was cool.
Yo, bring it on, man.
Yeah, I'm going to bring it. I'm going to bring it. You ain't said nothing but a word. Reggie Roddick was afraid of you.
I'm going to knock you out.
You was a chump. You're going to knock nothing out, Bob.
I'm going to knock you out.
You're going to knock nothing out.
You know I'm going to knock you out.
You're going to knock nothing out. Why like you know you do it then? Do it then. You ain't do shit. I ain't never come off my feet.
You're the champion.
You had help from the ref. Well, knock me out. Knock me out there, Bob.
You ain't nothing to me.
Watch your mouth, son.
Hey, look, man, touch your mouth. Man. You ain't nothing.
That's it. See, ain't no way he's going to hit you then, right? And remember, it's always good to throw the punch where you could hit him and he can't hit you. That's what the science of boxing
trained
is
to
all
get
about.
away from punches, not only defensively to save himself, but to create openings for his power and for his speed. And he was taught that specific style, to elude punches, to slip the straight, and to weave the round, and to explode punches in the opening.
I remember Cuz showing him how to throw the uppercut with the proper snap. And Mike would come right over here in the mirror and just practice it for round after round.
With D'Amato as the teacher, Tyson became an obsessive student of boxing. Not just technique, its history. While in the gym, he practiced D'Amato's peekaboo style, fighting with one's hands high, as if in a defensive screen. At home, he would spend even more time practicing moves, as he had late into the night in the reform school.
How did Bird?
Yeah, how did Bird beat?
He beat Vitaly Klitschko though. Which Klitschko are we talking about?
Don't matter which one.
They're different fighters though.
Both of them could get in the ring with Marcel at the same time, and he'd knock them out.
I feel you.
Both. I used to train both the Klitschko.
Okay. What were they like back then when you trained them? Like if you were to compare like Vladimir Klitschko and Vitaly back then to maybe Holyfield when you worked with them, what would you?
Holyfield was a better fighter.
What made him a better fighter? Exactly, what in his skill set?
He fought. You guys didn't fight, man.
Yeah.
Lennox Lewis, all them guys that come after Marcel. You know how come Ezra Charles retired?
How he retired?
I mean, the reason he started being a losing fighter. If he had never fought Marciano, he would have been all right. After the first Marciano fight, he went the distance.
Yeah.
Got beat up bad. And Ezra Charles was an all-time great. Got beat up real bad.
By Marciano.
Marciano was the hardest puncher I ever seen.
Many people that I've met that actually watched him fight or were around Marciano, they often tell me that he was the most conditioned fighter that they had ever seen.
He was. Unbelievable. 8 months in a training camp.
Dang.
He didn't care.
It was his life.
He could fight, man.
Yeah.
Don't go by what these people tell you. I was there.
Well, that's why I'm asking you. Enlighten me.
Klitschko.
Where you going? Big gun. All right, I got it. All right. Bo. Yes, sir. It's starting. Hold on, lady. All right, Bo. What's the basics of boxing? Show us the basics of what we have to do when we're first stepping in the ring. Okay. What's the basics?
First thing is a jab. Then you use your jab. Okay. Right hand. Bam. Pretty much the jab. Right hand.
How do you set the right hand up? Because a lot of guys like myself, with throwing the right hand, I tend to fall short throwing the right hand. Why is that? You saw me box before.
You're not stepping in like you should. So I'm gonna do jab, jab. Okay. I'm at the same distance. I want to close that distance. Just right hand. I usually come with the hook. Right hand hook.
I noticed that you rolled after every combination.
Yeah, because I'm anticipating that you're going to fall back at me. Okay. So I got to get off Marl and move my head.
The BNK's in the house.
And dog.
I got to give you a different angle because if I hurt you, I don't want you to hit me because I'm looking at you. So I'm going to throw a combination, but I don't want to stay there.
Is there anything that he taught you back when you were training that still resonates to you to this day? That's allowed you to be successful?
Well, the taught me a lot. He was involved in the career of a lot of heavyweight champions here, and we discussed about it yesterday with the guys. Mel Stewart was a teacher. He was not a trainer, he was not a coach, he was a teacher. That was enjoyable to have around, and I've learned to love boxing actually. And I started to love boxing when I met Emil Stewart. He made me to understand the sword science, which I didn't before. So since I was involved with Emmanuel, I believe that I changed a lot inside of the ring and outside as well. So from my life.
All right, awesome. Last question. Deontay Wilder, he's the other heavyweight champion in the division. Just what's your take on Deontay Wilder, and is a fight with him in the works?
I know Deontay pretty well, and I think that he's a very talented fighter with great skills. What I only have seen previously, and we're going to see this month, he's going to fight this month, that his opposition is not the opposition that the fans are expecting. Obviously he's winning and winning in an impressive way, but I wish he could have better opponents. I understand that he has no influence who is going to be put in the ring because he has promoters and managers, but I hope he could get some of the influence and just say, guys, all right, I mean, as a champ I need to fight somebody that is really deserves and somebody that can be good opposition and really going to make fans
I could see that, and I could see that a lot of that killer wasn't in him, so I had to do things in the gym to try to bring the killer back. I would say different things, and I would use different sparring partners. I remember I had 20 sparring partners at one time, and I told him, I said, look, you're in the ring, you're on your way back, don't pull no punches. I can't get another Mike Tyson, but I can always get sparring partners. So we were knocking him out left and right, the ambulance running all day at Don King's training camp. The late, great trainer, Richard Chiquetti, threw his hands up and said, I can't believe it. Oh my God, this man is crazy. He's going to make him kill somebody. but that was to help bring him back. And I would quote certain things to him about boxing. A lot of things that, certain things like what Jack Johnson would say. And, you know, might get irritated during interviews a lot of times. And he would tear up equipment and throw cameras everywhere. And then I would say, he said, well, you know, I get tired of it. They only want me to do this and want me to do that. They want. I said, look, I wrapped his hand. I said, listen, you know what your job is? He said, what's that, Stacey? I said, your job is to drive pretty cars, fuck pretty women, keep a pocket full of spending money, and knock out motherfuckers. That's all you're supposed to do right now. Now, when you finish and retire, you can do all this other stuff. But that's your job. I said, that's what the great Jack Johnson said.
Why are we always talking like this? Why you always talking? Why you always running your mouth? I'm not running my mouth.
I let these guys build themselves up. That's why they call me Mr. Keep Running Your Mouth.
I'm a man of my word and I do what I do. And he knows what I'm about to tell him right now is, Mr. Keep running your mouth. That's what I do. Me. They ran this boy hot this morning and I tell him keep running their fucking mouth. Yeah, you hear it, Jay. You know how I feel right now. Nigga.
And say, oh yeah. So now I'm questioning the fact that what is it? Is it that they don't like the Charlos? You like the Charlos?
I like you guys. You guys are funny.
Appreciate it, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, funny.
Yeah.
And if you motherfuckers don't understand who the fuck I am, I'm Big Mel, nigga. Ain't no Big Charlo, none of that. It's Big Mel, Big Mall, Big whatever. And then if they want, then when they bring their other gang, I bring the other gang, nigga. What y'all talking about, nigga? This how I move. Shit. I sit, stay strapped. What you talking about? In the sauna, man.
What did you think about the fight?
I beat him. Everybody out there know I beat him. Everybody out there know I beat him. But let me talk something. Let me let y'all know. Y'all know I beat that boy. Y'all know I beat that boy. Y'all know I beat that boy. I beat him. Y'all know I beat that boy. Y'all know I beat that boy. Y'all know I beat that boy. Everybody out there know I beat him. 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 I want to thank the whole hood who came out here. Y'all know I beat that boy. Y'all know I beat that boy. Y'all know I beat that boy. I beat him. Y'all know I beat that boy. Y'all know I beat that boy. Y'all know I beat that boy. Everybody out there know I beat him. He was missing. 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 I controlled the fight. I controlled the fight. I want to thank the whole hood who came out here. I did this for the hood. Yeah.
The untouchable, oh my god, the untouchable True School Sports Empire proudly presents something the boxing games are missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. Now, this is the official live for the Uzbekistan homecoming card. That picture is too damn bright. It's your boy BT, man. We're live for some boxing, man. You know, gonna be live for a couple of the cards this afternoon. We'll be live for this card, the entire card, and we'll be live for the Jamel Herring Carl Frampton fight. Jesus, man, I really screwed up with the background. That picture is too bright, so y'all might need to excuse that picture. Let me see, move that color. You know, gotta remove that color because it's too damn bright. That picture, I made it blue and pretty, and yeah, man. There we go. There we go. So they got the homecoming picture back there. But yeah, it's your boy BT. We're live, man. How you guys doing? How you guys doing? Gonna watch some good old morning boxing. You know, Uzbekistan stand up. Oh, where my Uzbeks at? Where my Uzbeks at? You know, I don't know what this guy's saying. He's saying Davai, whatever that means. Shout out to you, man. Olga, Uzbekistan. Okay. Salute BT. Let's go MJ Akhmadaliev. That's my main man K MXBC. You know, shout out to the mighty MXBC. Got lots of love and respect for the MXBC because they've always treated me well. I never had any problems with them. So, you know, much love to them. Now, you guys, as part of me, I'm still getting one more thing set up. But yeah, man. LA12. Shout out to the man LA12. LA12 says Madrimov versus Lubin. That'd be a good fight, but honestly, we can't even talk about that fight because it looks like Lubin's gonna have his next fight. He has his next fight already lined up. It's already lined up. His next fight's gonna be against Rosario, Jason Rosario. They've already reported and confirmed that he will be fighting Banana Rosario. They haven't had the date yet, but both fighters have agreed to it. They're both on Showtime. They're both Al Heyman. They both train in South Florida. They're both familiar with each other, so that looks like it's gonna be the next fight. Madrimov, Lubin, it'll be a good fight. I would probably lean towards Madrimov. Lubin's too gun shy to win that fight, in my opinion, from what I've seen. And you know, I think Madrimov, when it's all said and done, and he gets to that top level, he's gonna be a real factor in this weight class. But as far as this card, because that's what we came for. We came for the Uzbekistan card. You know, I'll be live later on as well for the Jamel Herring fight. So in this Uzbekistan card, we've already had one fight take place. I didn't get a chance to talk about it while it was happening, but we had a fighter. And listen, if I butcher these names, if I mess these names up, you're just gonna have to bear with me because these names are hard to pronounce. But we had a fighter in the the weight class. I think it was light flyweight, the 108-pound division, like light flyweight. A fighter by the name of Hansaboy Dumatsov. You know, a guy with a long amateur pedigree. It's only his third professional fight. And this guy, he beat a fighter by the name of Mushin Kisota. And he stopped him in 2 rounds. And he picked up the WBA international flyweight title, which means that he ain't too far away from getting ranking position. So the Uzbeks are just churning him out. You know, we saw Akhmadaliev. He became unified champion in his 8th fight. This guy's already picked up an international title in his 2nd fight. So, you know, look for him to make some waves, you know, in a very, very interesting light flyweight division where we have some really, really good names. You know, at the top of the division, we obviously have, you know, fighters like Elwin Soto, who's WBO champion. We got, you know, Felix Alvarado. We got Hiroto Kayaguchi, who I just saw fight recently in person. And we got Ken Shiro. So, you know, those are the champions, and he's going to be looking to make his way up into that mix. Now, is he ranked in any of the top 15, this guy? He's not yet, but he picked up an international title, so he ain't too far off. And, you know, this guy has a great amateur background. I believe he won a gold medal himself as well, but I could be wrong. But I know they were saying he won a medal, but don't hold me to that. Next, let's see, the next fight on the card. Who's fighting next? So we got Jalolov. So the next fight on the card is Jalolov, and I've heard so much about Jalolov, and he's this and he's that and he's all that in the bag of chips. But you know, I haven't really like studied Jalolov or paid much attention to him. So this is my first like real look at Jalolov. This is his 8th fight. He's fighting Kristaps Zudis, who's 7-1-2. Jalolov is 7-0. Now, what can we tell you guys about Bakiodir Jalolov? Now, Bakiodir Jalolov, we go to his just amateur exploits. You know, let's go to this man's amateur exploits. Did this guy fight anybody we know in the amateurs? Let's see. Let's see if we find any names. So he fought Joe Joyce in the amateurs. He lost to Joe Joyce in the amateurs. He fought Ivan Ditchko, who I know very well because he trained in South Florida. 6'9", Kazakhstan heavyweight, punches like a freaking mule. This guy Jalolov fought him to a split decision in the amateurs, and actually, let me see. Oh, and he beat him as well. He beat him once, right? No, he lost to him twice. He lost a split decision, and he lost a UD. Okay, so fought Ditchko, fought Joyce. Okay, wait, did he beat him here? He fought him 3 times. No, he lost to Ditchko all 3 times, Jalolov. So, you know, he's been in there with the top guys in the amateurs, but never was able to get the win. Anyway, let's get to the fight because I believe it's going to be happening soon. So sound on. Make sure y'all smash that like button. I'm not really expecting a whole lot of views today because this is the Uzbekistan card. But if you're here and you haven't done so already, please smash that like button so we can get some more people in here to talk about these Uzbekistanians. All right, so put the sound on.
On a night out in Latvia, that's for sure. Big fella, lost on his debut.
Let me know where you guys are watching from. Let me know what city, what state, what continent, and I'll give you a shout out. So right now we got Kristaps Zudis making his way to the ring. The next fight is the Jalolov fight. So Bakiodir Jalolov, you know, another fighter from Uzbekistan. He's fighting right now. KMXBC says, who do you got between Carl Frampton and Jamel Herring? It's a tough one. You know, it's a tough one, but I'm gonna go with Jamel Herring. I think the combination of boxing skills, size, is gonna be a difference in the fight. You know, obviously Frampton's a very good fighter. Frampton could very much win the fight. Frampton, I believe, is looking to become the first 3-division champion from Ireland, but I like the boxing skills of Herring. I think Herring has on a fight-by-fight basis with Brian McIntyre been learning how to fight taller off the jab, and I think he'll do that in this fight with Frampton. You know, Frampton's a good fighter. We've seen him break down tall fighters before. We saw it when he fought that one kid from Ohio. I can't remember his name, but he fought one guy from Ohio in 2019, beat the brakes off him. He was really tall as well. But this guy didn't have the boxing skills of a Herring, so I'm gonna go with Herring in a close decision.
He's one of them, isn't he? He's just a natural fighter.
LA 12's going with Frampton. Could very well be. Frampton is not somebody you ever want to count out, but I'm leaning slightly towards Herring. All right, so let's focus on the card, and you guys just keep putting in your questions as you see fit. Where's that?
Big fella, based out of Brooklyn these days.
So Jalolov, Baki Odir Jalolov, 6'7", 26 years old, 7-0, 6 KOs. You know, my first look at him.
Huge upside.
What do you guys? What for those of you out there who watching this card who know anything about Jalolov? What do you guys think about Jalolov? I haven't seen much of him, but I just heard his name a lot.
Pro back in May of 2018. Stopped from Hugo Urquillo in 3. Won his first 5 in the United States. Then went to Mexico in December. And wiped out Wilfredo Leal inside a round.
All right, so here comes Jalolov.
First round stoppages are one of his signatures.
And the Uzbeks are going nuts. The Uzbeks are going nuts for Jalolov right now.
And all 7 of his.
He's the heavyweight attraction in Uzbekistan. He's the heavyweight hero. So he's the guy that the people are getting behind. And there's Jalolov accompanied by his trainer, Joel Diaz, who seems to have all these random fighters from random countries.
These fighters to showcase what they've been doing while they've been overseas, what the fans have been missing.
KMXBC says, I heard that Uzbekistan are supposed to be taking over soon. I mean, they say that, and listen, Uzbekistan has some great fighters, but I'm not going to go that far. Ain't none of these Uzbekistan fighters fought the Americans yet, so we'll see. We'll see what happens with Uzbekistan when they fight the Americans. You know, it's all fun and games and it's all talk until they fight the Americans. But they do got a lot of talent. I think it's good for boxing that Uzbekistan has, some skin in the game now with their fighters, and obviously they have a long, really good amateur program. A lot of good amateur fighters. Back home in South Florida, at the Warriors Boxing Gym, they got a lot of really good Uzbekistan fighters there as well that you guys haven't heard about, but you guys will be hearing about in the future. All right, so Jalolov, Baki Odir Jalolov. Shout out to the man. Make sure y'all smash that like button. It's your boy BT, the untouchable True School Sports Empire. Drop your comments down below. Anything Uzbekistan, anything that pertains to Murodjon Akhmadaliev, anything that pertains to Israil Madrimov, Jalolov, boxing in general, all that good stuff. We here. We're putting in a full shift today here on True School Sports. We'll also be live for that Jamel Herring card later on, so make sure you guys come back for that one because that's the big card of the day. We're going to have Donnie Nietes on that card too. Just a really good day of boxing.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, 6 rounds.
All right, so 6 rounds of heavyweight boxing. They got a nice little interesting setup there in Uzbekistan. They got like a red carpet. They got a red carpet.
It's a professional record. 7 victories against 1 defeat. He has 2 draws. All 7 of his wins coming by way of knockout. Fighting out Seville, Latvia, introducing Christos Sugas.
All right.
Sugas. And his opponent across the ring fighting out of the red corner. He wears the red trunks with the gold lettering. He stands with his head straight.
Oh, I wanted to tell you guys out there, for everybody that's here right now, if you haven't done so already, I would highly encourage you to check out my interview with heavyweight prospect Trey Lippy Morrison, who is the son of Tommy Morrison. So go check that out. It's 26 minutes. There's some great stories in there about Don King and Tommy Morrison. I think it's one of the best interviews I did in a while, so go check it out. All right, so Jalolov. Baki Odir Jalolov, the Uzbekistan heavyweight hope. He's here, man. It's my first look at him right now. The fighter's facing off. Referee is getting him the particulars, letting him know, hey, don't do anything too crazy.
Some final words from the referee. Somebody knows what common language those three are finding. But anyway, I'm sure they all know what they're doing by now. If you're in a ring and you don't know what you're doing,
all right, so round one.
It's time to get out. This really is a case of
round one. Bakio Jalolov.
It could be all over.
In the red trunks, his opponent Zudis is in the black trunks.
As the big southpaw.
Jalolov a southpaw. I didn't realize that he's a southpaw.
Looks to get a win on home soil against the
so Jalolov, a big, tall southpaw,
who will not
in the red trunks,
will not be
using that jab as using that lead right hand as a range finder right now, trying to get his range on Zudis. Looking for his 8th professional win tonight, Jalolov, and if everything goes great, his 7th professional stoppage. There you go, good turn there by Jalolov. Jalolov using that jab to establish his range, establish his distance, and what he wants to do. Zudis bending those knees, trying to make sure he don't get picked up by that jab. Jalolov being real patient right now, being real patient and real methodical here through the first minute of the first round. Okay, good little left hand there by Jalolov, and on the back of his trunks, he's got on the back of his trunks it says the Big Uzbek. So that's this guy, the big Uzbek. There you go, good.
Does not really want to take too much of a chance. Neither fighter has been.
There you go, good left hand there by Jalolov again.
All knockouts. The losses for Zudis has come by a knockout as well.
Jalolov just throwing these little left hands, very slow. I'll tell you this. Jalolov, just my first impression of him, I think he's very well schooled, but man, he's slow as molasses. This guy is very, very slow. I'm sure he's got some pop though.
I moved out of my league a little bit here. His wins have come up against the most
good left hand again by Jalolov.
Say Danny Williams, the veteran Londoner, was in
Jalolov pressing forward.
46 years old. Danny, well.
Not a whole lot going on in this round so far. Just Jalolov picking his shots and trying his best to find those openings on Zudis. Man, come on, Jalolov. You on international TV, man. There you go. Go left hand to the stomach. You on international TV. You got freaking the zone. You got us Americans talking about Uzbekistan. Put on a show. Got a guy who's 7 and like 2.
Jalolov at the very beginning of
Jalolov plotting and plotting and plotting and there you go. Oh, good left hand right on the pipe from Jalolov. That one definitely got Zudis' attention. There you go. Good left hook around the guard from Jalolov. And an overhand right from Jalolov. I think Zudis is hurt. This man is running. He's literally running.
Picked off at range. There he is swinging again, and Jalolov's nowhere near him.
Jalolov.
I don't think he's struggling to get the distance.
Good feint there by Jalolov.
He can't get in there. He can't work.
Listen, man.
Jab, and he's just
good left hand there again by Jalolov, and Zudis is looking for a way out. He don't want to be in there. He don't want to be in there. I think this fight's not gonna last. Go past 2 or 3 rounds. But that's the end of round 1 for Bakio Deer Jalolov. Oh my God, what were these names? Bakio Deer Jalolov. That's the first round for him. It's your boy BT, Brendan Taylor, the Untouchable, True School Sports Empire. Make sure y'all smash that like button. We're live for the Uzbekistan card. Listen, the Uzbek fighters aren't going to understand a damn thing I'm saying. If you're here and you're Uzbek, you probably don't understand anything I'm saying right now. But look, you guys are on international television, man. A lot of times these Uzbekistan fighters, they don't get a lot of the... A lot of times these Uzbekistan fighters, they don't get a lot of the attention that the American fighters get. So when you get the attention, you got to make it, make it count. Make it really, really, really count. Don't just sit here and play patty cake. Like, give people something to remember you by, because there's so many boxers in the sport vying for our attention. So you got to give people something to remember you by. You know what I'm saying? We go to round 2 of Bakio Deer Jalolov versus Curtis. Right? Is his name Curtis? What's his name? No, Zudis, not Curtis. Zudis. So sound on.
Through the first 3 minutes, Zudis already marking up around the as you can see.
Jalolov had this guy hurt in the first part of the round.
He's got the power that can bother anybody. If this fella lands,
he had him hurt in the first part of the round. In the last stage of the round 1. So let's see if he can find those left hooks around the guard. Those left hooks around the guard, the straight left down the pipe. Down the middle. These are the punches that were giving this guy life. Oh, there it is. There it was. He threw the straight left hand, and Zudis is on the ground. He's been knocked down, and he's got a big bruise on top of his forehead.
What on earth have you guys got me into here?
Yeah, Zudis don't want to be in there. The end is near. The moment's coming. I don't think Jalolov will let the moment pass him by. Good left hand to the stomach there by Jalolov. Jalolov using that lead right hand as a rangefinder. Jalolov touches him, moves his head to the right, throws a right hook. Zudis is on the retreat. Zudis is bending his knees, but Zudis don't got nothing going for him right now. Right hook, left hook, and then another knockdown from Jalolov, and that is it. That is it. Stick a fork in him. Bakio Deer Jalolov scores a second round knockout. And yeah, man, the fight went just as we thought it would go. You know, Jalolov didn't have any sort of resistance from this guy, Zudis. You know, the guy, you know, credit to him. I respect every fighter that steps in the ring because it's a very hard thing to go in there and fight anybody, let alone someone like Jalolov, who's 6'7" and probably punches like a mule with his pedigree. But you know, that fight right there, as good as he looked, it doesn't really tell me a lot about Jalolov. You know, I'm gonna have to see him in there with better opposition. But what I can say about Jalolov is that, you know, if you give him time and space to throw, he definitely knows what to do. You know, he's not one to be shy with the punches he's throwing and the punches he's landing. Like you watch him here, he's coming, he's plotting forward. The first knockdown, he actually started the combination with an uppercut. He threw an uppercut, right hook. He waited for a second, threw a left hand, and then when the guy got knocked down, you know. And then there were other times where he would throw the jab, then the left hand. So he's got good punch selection, and that comes with time in the amateurs. That comes with the experience he's gotten in the amateurs, fighting guys like Joe Joyce and Ivan Ditchko. So he's definitely a good heavyweight prospect. I didn't see anything in that round that made me go crazy about him and made me want to put him in the realms of like a Hrgovic or even an Ivan Ditchko. You know, he's cool, but I'm not really too gassed on Jalolov. He's cool. You know, I got to see more. Zudis, like I said, all respect to him, tough fighter, but the guy didn't know a jab from a hook, and all he had was bending your knees and trying to get on the inside, and when that didn't work, he had no ideas. So I got to see Jalolov in there with somebody that's a little bit better, but I digress. You know, it was what it was. You know, you get these fights for fighters early in their careers. Shout out to my main man, 50 grand, Jed Kyle, coming to us live and direct from Australia. You know, shout out to all my Aussies out there in the world. He said, "What's up, my brother? What's up, Jed? How you doing?" I'm well, man. How you living? I'm doing good right now. I got in America. I don't know if they have these in Australia, but they call these colaches. It's like a hot dog with cheese in the middle, wrapped in a bun. Shout out to my man Flide for the colache. This is top-notch stuff. This is the kind of food that you need when you go live for these Uzbekistan cards where you got guys like Jalolov plodding around the ring fighting these Polish dudes who don't have a whole lot with them, you know. But shout out to Jalolov.
About it, but he's going to be one of the contenders 3-4 years' time. That is the difference, isn't it, between the heavyweights and the light flyweights right there. I mean, Hassan Boyduzmatov, who we've seen already, give him a couple more fights. He's going to be knocking on the door because the talent pool is not as deep. With the heavyweights, the risk factor is so much higher. The talent level is much deeper as well. You know, if Hassan Boy can move on quickly, this fella needs more.
All right, so I want to take this time right now. For those of you out there, let's just run through the rest of this Uzbekistan card, and let's try to get the people out there that are watching, you know, just some more background on these fighters. So, you know, we'll start off with the three guys that I know a lot are obviously the main event, the co-main event, and the fight before the co-main event. So we'll start with Murodjon Akhmadaliev. You know, Murodjon Akhmadaliev, this is his first fight since he captured the WBA and IBF super bantamweight titles last year in Miami on the Jake Paul undercard. I was there, you know, when he beat I believe it was Danny Roman for the titles. He's taken a very formidable fighter in Iwaza. You know, Iwaza is a very formidable fighter from Japan. You know, we know Japanese fighters, they always come to fight. They're very tough, they're very game. You know, no matter what the skill level is, Japanese fighters don't quit, and Japanese fighters always come prepared to fight. And this guy is no different in Isawa. You know, when we talk about Isawa, we're talking about a guy that was once the IBF world champion himself until he lost the title to TJ Doheny. So, you know, Akhmadaliev is going in there straight away with a really good opponent, and he needs to be on his P's and Q's. Now, obviously, in this weight class, 122, there's a lot of good fights. You know, there's a lot of good fights out there for Akhmadaliev. For me personally, the fight I want to see the most for Akhmadaliev. If he's victorious with this fight, I would love to see Akhmadaliev at some point in time. If he has it within his heart and his spirit, I would love to see Akhmadaliev put his titles on the line against my main man, 50 grand, Angelo Leo. You know, I would love to see Angelo Leo get a crack at Akhmadaliev at some point, because they had a sparring session at Johnny Toko's gym in Vegas, and Angelo Leo beat the brakes off of him. Not that it matters, but I'm just saying I would like to see that fight because stylistically, I think it's a good fight. You know, if we take a quick look at the IBF and WBA rankings, you know, a couple of fighters that I would also like to see Akhmadaliev get in the ring with if he's victorious with this fight. You know, I would like to see him get in the ring with number 9 ranked Gamaliel Fai, and another friend of the channel. Gamaliel Fai is coming off of his win for the European title. You know, very game, very formidable fighter in his own right. You know, has a very good gas tank. I think he would actually be a good fight, tough fight for Akhmadaliev if Akhmadaliev wants to go down that road. You know, you got Mike Planilla, you got Daniel Roman. There's good fights out there for Akhmadaliev, but he's got to worry about tonight with Iwasa, because Iwasa's not a scrub or anything like that. So you got him, right? In the co-main event, which to me is really the main event, because this guy, to me, when we talk about this guy right here, this guy is the most entertaining fighter from Uzbekistan. You know, if he continues to do what he's doing, then I think this guy is going to go down as the best fighter of the bunch. You know, a lot of people are high on Bektir Melikuziev, aka Bek Bully, and they should be high on Bektir Melikuziev because Melikuziev is a damn good fighter. And unfortunately for Melikuziev, he was robbed of his chance to fight Sergey Kovalev because Kovalev had synthetic testosterone in the system. But if we're talking about star quality, entertainment, you know, a fighter that people will watch him fight and say, I want to watch that guy fight. You know, Israil Madrimov is definitely that guy. You know, Israil Madrimov is definitely the guy that on this card, you know, he's got the footwork like a Lomachenko. He pivots and he shifts and he throws punches from angles, and he's just sharp. He's as sharp as a razor blade, Israil Madrimov. When we look at Madrimov right now, right? When we talk about Israil Madrimov, we're talking about a guy who is actually in prime position to make some big things happen in the 154-pound division. Now, obviously, the 154-pound division is being dominated right now by Mr. Keep Running Your Mouth, Jermell Charlo. You know, he holds WBC, WBA, and IBF straps, you know, with Castani holding the other. So they might do an undisputed fight, but Madrimov, as we speak right now, is number 1 in the WBA. And I have heard nobody call his name. I haven't heard Charlo call his name. I haven't heard nobody call his name. You know, he's not a fighter that people are just going to be eager to get in the ring with because of the footwork, the pedigree, the speed, all that stuff, man. You know, he's the one on this card you really want to watch out for is Madrimov, because Madrimov could fight his ASS off. You know, shout out to Israil Madrimov. And then you got Shakram Giashov, who, again, a very athletic style. You know, right now, Giashov is a lot greener in his development than a lot of these other Uzbek fighters. You know, Giashov is in a much more stacked weight class, which is welterweight. And I think with him, he for his sake, he's going to need to take some more time. But, you know, very athletic style, move, shifts very well. You know, Giashov is someone that is going to give a lot of people fits as he continues to mature and learn the professional game. So, you know, I like all the fighters in the 3 main fights. I like all of them. But I would say that for my money, the most entertaining one is hands down Israil Madrimov. And if you guys, for those of you out there who are watching this, if you don't know Israil Madrimov, if you're not familiar with him, I would say start with this fight. Start with this fight and just follow him, because he's definitely worth following. He's definitely worth talking about. He's definitely worth paying your attention to, you know. But right now, our next fight, oh my God, this guy, I don't even want to try to pronounce this guy's name. Murodjon Akhmadaliev. Oh my God, this guy's name is this guy's name's
another one off the conveyor belt.
I'm doing jumping jacks in my damn vocabulary.
Amateur in Uzbekistan.
It's from Fergana. That's the city where they held the national championship the year that I entered them over in Uzbekistan. It's a nice place, but it's a rough place. It's a poor place, not like the capital of Tashkent. Tough fighters from there.
It's tough name to pronounce as well. Murodjon.
Huh. Did you get it at a donut shop? I didn't. Well, somebody got it for me, but I'm pretty sure that's where they got it because I've only ever seen these at donut shops. So Shout out to Colaches. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. LA12 says, yeah, those are good BT. They're amazing. I love them. I like Madrimov's style. He's the best. He's really entertaining. He's very entertaining. He's one of the most entertaining fighters in boxing, style-wise. And I think he's gonna become an elite fighter. Vesel, my man right here, he says, I'm Uzbek. There you go. Uzbekistan, stand up. Shout out to Uzbekistan, man. Shout out to my man back in South Florida, my friend in South Florida, Timur Ibragimov, former Uzbekistan 1996 Olympian, professional fighter, had one of the greatest knockouts you'll ever see against Ray Bellamy. He's doing a great job molding fighters down at Warriors Boxing Gym in South Florida. And there's going to be a lot of Uzbek fighters coming out of South Florida you guys are going to hear about very soon. Guys like Meli Boyev, Fadasev, he's not from Uzbekistan, but Otar Irano-Osian, he's another good fighter coming out of Warriors Gym. Uzbekistan's doing their thing right now. Okay, so back to the fight. I had to get this guy's name because I need to know his pronunciation. Make sure y'all smash that like button, so we can get some more people in here. It's your boy BT, the Untouchable, True School Sports Empire, putting in a full shift today. We got boxing all day. I'll be here live for the Jamel Herring fight as well. Man, we got 9 likes right now, so let's try to get this show to 20. If you haven't liked, if you haven't smashed the like button yet, smash that like button right now. I'm trying to get to 20 likes on this video. All right. So how do you pronounce this guy's name?
He stands in the center of He wears it the white with the black trim. He scaled around 54.9 kilos. Tonight, he makes his much anticipated professional debut. He was the 2019 Amateur World Champion fighting out of Fergana, Uzbekistan.
All right, so I have no clue how to pronounce that guy's name, so I'm gonna butcher it. I'm gonna have to learn his name later, but apparently, whoever this guy is, he was a 2019 amateur champion, so he's got to be at least a little bit good. Intangible Boxing News, what's good, champ? He says, hello, what's up, man? How you living? You good? I just saw your boy Jalolov fight for the first time, and he's very, very, very slow. He's slow, but he's got good fundamentals, so I'm not sure how far he's gonna go. I don't class him in the same range as guys like Ditchko or Hergovic, but he's definitely a solid prospect. Well, what do you think, Intangible? What did you make about Jalolov's performance? Let me know in the comment section. All right, we're going to go back to the fight. Let's watch this guy fight.
Hopefully he'll show a little bit more ambition than his compatriot did in our opener.
Okay, so this guy whose name I can't pronounce yet, he's fighting this guy, the other Tanzanian guy.
Doesn't matter how seasoned you are as an amateur, how traveled the world you've been, and all the high-level operating that you've been doing. There's something about that pro debut that is just a step into the unknown, isn't it?
It is.
Good body shot. Good body shot from the Uzbeks.
Nowadays, in the amateurs, they're doing 3-minute rounds, but that was usually always the big challenge for the fighters. Mirza Khalilov has now got the chance to impress.
This African guy can move.
His whole nation.
Oh, snap! A knockdown already. So the Uzbekistan guy is not down the African guy.
Flash knockdown, Nick.
Didn't seem to be an awful lot behind that right hand either. And I'm afraid the talent killer felt every bit of it. That's a worrying start. All the Tanzania.
Oh man, this guy's got Bambi legs. The Tanzania has Bambi legs.
For more of that.
The 2019 amateur champions to get him out of there.
So,
the Uzbekistan
just got to stay cool here and try and pin this fella down, who right now is flapping away like a shirt on the line.
Yeah, man. Oh my God.
You don't want to be anywhere.
This guy is just running around the ring. He looks like me yesterday in sparring when I got tired. When I got tired, he looks like me in that 4th round, running around the ring. Is the fight on? Jesus M. Yes, it is, man. Yes, it is. The fight is on right now. It's not any of the main guys. Another knockdown.
And I think the referee might have to look at this fella and say, I'm sorry.
I think this is it.
A bit out of your depth. No,
they gotta stop this fight. This Tanzanian guy has nothing winning right now.
That's not a knockdown.
No, get up and carry on.
Oh my God! A left hook sits him on his ass, and that's gotta be it. He don't want to be in there no more.
In this first round, he wants no part of this.
He's out.
He knows he's well
that's
out
it.
of his depth, and he is not getting up. You can count to 100. He's staying there.
And that's it. So
he knew that first one that landed. He knew he was in a league.
I'm gonna try to pronounce this guy's name. So let's see. So Mira Zibek Misa Lakialov, he scores the first round knockout, multiple knockdowns. Not a whole lot. There's not a whole lot to dissect because, I mean, the guy, once he got hit touch with the first punch, he put on his track shoes and didn't know what to do. Lance Meyer, shout out to my main man, Lance Meyer. He says, ooh, yeah, ooh is right. Those are some grown man punches being landed by the Uzbek. My main man, Ruben Crespo, True School Sports champ. That's right. Shout out to Ruben Crespo out there in the Coney Island, Brooklyn, New York. My man Ruben. Got much love for my guy Ruben. Great guy. So yeah, man, we're blazing right through this card. We've already had 3 fights in the books in the card. I mean, we have Sanjar Tursunov. He's fighting soon. He's 2-0. You got wow. Yeah, you got Ikobojan Kolodarov. I don't know how to say his name. I want to butcher all these names, so I'm going to need to learn the pronunciations and get them right eventually, but I can't pronounce these guys' names. And then we're going to have Shakrem Giashov, Madrimov, and Akhmadaliev. So we're only 2 fights away from getting into like the meat and the bones, the meat and potatoes on the card. You know what I'm saying? So we're almost there. But it's your boy BT, Brendan Taylor, the untouchable True School Sports Empire. Some programming reminders for you guys. A couple of programming reminders. First and foremost, I will be live later on for Jamel Herring versus Carl Frampton. That's first and foremost. Secondly, if you haven't done so already, when you get a chance, go on the channel and check out my most recent interview with heavyweight prospect Trey Lippy Morrison, the son of Tommy Morrison. He's fighting on the Joe Smith Jr. undercard on April 10th next weekend. So look out for him. And then next weekend, we're going to have a full slate of boxing. We're going to have Conor Benn. I'll be live for that Conor Benn Samuel Vargas fight. And then we'll have Draw Anders versus Lipinets. And we'll have Joe Smith Jr. versus Vlasov. So a lot of boxing is on next weekend. You're going to get another full shift on next Saturday. So, yeah, man. Jesus M. asks a great question. What are your thoughts on Montana Love? I like Montana Love. I think he's a funny guy. He's entertaining, but I don't see him as a top guy in the sport or a guy that's going to be elite. He was a very decorated amateur. I believe he was like a 15-time national champion or something like that. But he don't have the stamina. He throws too many pity-pat punches, and I don't know, man. He seems like he's caught up in the Instagram celebrity of being a boxer, and rather than being a great fighter himself. That's the impression I get. But he's a good he did get a good win. Like he fought Samuel Taya, the guy that Brandon Lee just knocked out. He fought him before Brandon Lee did on short notice and won pretty easily, which is not easy to do. Samuel Taya is a good fighter. So good, solid guy, but nothing special. 135 or wherever the hell he fights at 135 or 130. Will Murodjon Akhmadaliev get tested against Iwasa? I think he will. Listen, Akhmadaliev is a good fighter, but he's not unbeatable. He's not a guy that's gonna go in there and just blow through everybody. I know everybody's gassed up on him right now because he won his last fight, unification fight, in only 8 fights, something like that. So people have the right to be gassed on him. He's unified champion, but Murodjon Akhmadaliev hasn't boxed in 14-15 months, so you should expect just a little bit of ring rust. You gotta give almost every fighter in boxing right now a little bit of cushion to have some ring rust because of COVID. Because of COVID, every fighter is gonna have ring rust. Is Donnie Nietes versus Carrillo tonight a good fight? It's an interesting question. I haven't looked too much into Carrillo, but I mean, listen, for Nietes, I think it's just good that he's going to be on a big platform. Nietes will be on a big platform to showcase his skills, and if he gives people a memorable performance, maybe he'll be able to create he'll be able to create some demand for a big fight at 115, because Nietes has been the odd man out. You know, this guy has stated many times that he wants to fight Cholatito, that Cholatito's his dream fight, hasn't come about. You know, and he hasn't got any calls for Estrada or, you know, Rungvisai or Quadras. So I want Nietes to get a shot at the Four Kings, at one of the Four Kings. I think he deserves it. He's been a consistently good fighter for a very long time, and it's a good fight only because Nietes gets to fight on ESPN on a card that people are going to be paying attention to, and it'll be his chance to create some demand for a big fight. No, let's go back to the zone. So our next fight is the real main event. Hey, our next fight is Israil Madrimov. So listen, y'all better get your popcorn ready. Get your popcorn ready. You know, if you drink water like me, I drink water like a fish. Get water, get soda, get beer, get whatever you like to drink, and or juice. I know it's the morning time right now in America. Juice, because this is going to be a show. This is going to be a show. Israil Madrimov has some of the best, and you could even argue, I know it sounds crazy because Lomachenko's got great footwork, but go watch this guy's tapes when he's training. This guy's footwork might be the best in boxing. He's very good footwork-wise, and you guys are going to see it in this fight. Let's see what they're saying about Madrimov on the zone right now. Sound on.
Bring that pedigree. I think if he can push Colombo back, you know, usually with big punchers, they're used to coming forward, but they're not used to going backwards. Madrimov has the foot speed and the educated fast hands and angles to back up Colombo and not let him use that power and that ranginess coming forward. So back up Colombo with fast speeds, fast punches, and combinations. I think that's the key.
Yeah, I think this has the potential to be a really fun fight because you're right. Colombo is very heavy-handed. And against Daniel Lartey, he showed some of that Roy Jones-type flair when he was looking away while throwing punches. So I think this could be pretty entertaining. And if you're Madrimov, the last thing you want to do is to get into a toe-to-toe slugfest with Colombo. That's the kind of fight I think Colombo wants to get into. So if you're Madrimov, you need to use that amateur background. You need to use your skills. You need to wear Colombo down over 5, 6, 7 rounds and then go for the knockout if it presents itself. Because I think, Sergio, just trading away with this guy would be a mistake for Madrimov.
Ooh, this is going to be a good one. This is going to be a good one. This is going to be, as the Brits would say, this is going to be a cracker. That's what the Brits say. Yo, so let's take a closer look at Imani Colombo. Now, I was talking about this fight with my friend this week. Colombo is a very, very, very strong, sturdy fighter. I mean, we talk about Colombo. Colombo, 14 fights in the professional ranks, 14 knockouts in the professional ranks. This guy's on his Edgar Berlanga shit, you know. And they've all been first. Wait, have they all been first round? No, they haven't all been first round. But this guy's on his Edgar Berlanga, Trey Lippe Morrison, Virgil Ortiz shit, where he's knocking everybody out he's fought. So I like what they said, man. This guy has a big reputation for punching. He's from the Congo, so you know the Congolese fighters. You know your Makabus, your Isaac Chamberlains. These guys can all crack a little bit. So you know, with that being said, I think Colombo was a very dangerous fight for Madrimov. And you know, if Madrimov is what they say he is, a little bit of danger will bring out the best in him. It'll bring out his absolute best. You know, and for Madrimov, this is his first fight since last year when he fought Eric Walker, which was, for me, one of the best fights of 2020 that like really nobody talks about. You know, he knocked out Eric Walker, but Walker was long, rangy, athletic, dangerous, and he took Madrimov to some places he hasn't been yet in the professional ranks. And Madrimov came out on top as a top dog alpha male on the night. So I like what I saw from Madrimov in that fight, and I like what I've seen from in every fight so far. But this guy's punching harder than Eric Walker. This guy's punching harder than probably anybody Madrimov has fought to date yet. So we'll see, man. Should be a really good fight. But it's your boy BT, the untouchable True School Sports Empire, and we here, man. We here live for the first time today. We'll be live again later on for Carl Frampton versus Jamel Herring. Give me your picks on that one down below. I'd love to hear what you guys think about that fight. Right now, the introductions are still the ring walks are happening in like They got this whole big choreography going on. Let's see what kind of music are they playing right now with all this dancing going on.
But in July 18, he went across the border to Zimbabwe and boxed a London guy called Samuel Antwi. You'll know him. He's an unbeaten guy, Antwi, but he could not deal with the range and the power of Colombo, who hurt him in the second with a straight right. And he was stopped on his feet with no argument.
Is Colombo dangerous? I think he'd be dangerous enough. Eric Walker, yeah. Eric Walker gave him everything he wanted. Eric Walker gave Israil Madrimov one of the toughest fights I believe he'll have in his professional career, in my opinion. Israil, more body shots? Absolutely. I want to see more body shots. We want to see everything. Is Israil with Joel Diaz? Yes, he's still with Joel Diaz. He's probably the best fighter Joel Diaz has. Joel Diaz might be riding Israil Madrimov all the way to the top. Make sure y'all smash that like button if you haven't done so already. You know, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, all that good stuff, man. We here. Uzbekistan.
This has been a strange career arc for Madrimov, who, as I say, was not one of the Olympians, but was obviously another elite amateur coming out of Uzbekistan. And he talked about developing guys and moving them up, but they threw him straight into 10-rounders for minor belts. His first 5 fights were all 10-rounders. I mean, they just chucked him in deep. They felt he was ready, that they had the style that would adapt to the pro game, and that's been proved absolutely right.
Man, these introductions are so elaborate. Like these introductions, these ring walks are taking forever. Like the Uzbekistans are really taking their time.
When I turned pro, you needed 18, 15 fights without actually doing anything before you were challenged for the titles or
They got this random guy on stage performing songs from the weekend.
As many fights as you can, as quick as you can.
What the hell is going on, man? Is this a concert or a boxing match? They got this guy performing with the weekend songs?
They know the game. They know boxing. They know the fight game. They don't mind if a fighter is only 3-0, 4-0. They're expecting things straight away. So the boxers are happily obliging. And
right, I'm putting that shit on mute because ain't nothing going on right now. Do you think Joel Diaz gives good instructions in the corner? No, I don't. He gets curses at his fighters and tells them to throw more punches. All right, so I got this one guy from Uzbekistan. He's over here yelling at me in the comments. He's saying, "Give us live. I want this match." Well, you can't get what you want, champ. You can't always get what you want. You know, I don't know like how many times I gotta say this, but like if you guys go look at you guys see the thing at the bottom of the screen? Look, the bottom of the screen, it clearly says in all caps, I can't and am not showing the fight. I can't show the fight because I'll get a copyright strike and my channel taken down, and I'm not showing the fight because of that. So yeah. I don't know what all this is. I don't know what all this Uzbekistan stuff is being tight, but it's probably curse words. So you know, whatever it is, God bless you guys. Whatever it is. Anyway, yeah, right now, for those of you wondering, Madrimov hasn't even made his way to the ring. They got this random guy on stage just singing the weekend songs. But yeah, Joel Diaz, I mean, look, I like Joel Diaz. I think he's a good personality. I'm sure he's a nice guy outside of boxing, but like, I'm not really too big of a fan of his instructions in the corner. Can you give a detailed play-by-play? Jesus, I do that Jesus M, I do that every single week here on True. Why would you ask me that question? I do that every single week. So to answer your question, of course. How many times do people have to learn you can't show a fight live stream or you'll get banned? I don't know, man. People just get caught up in this thing. They get on the computer and they're like, I gotta see the fight. I gotta see the fight. And then they click my live and they're like, where's the fight? And then like they don't even take the time to read the bottom. They don't even take time to read they don't even take the time to read the bottom where it says I can't show the fight. I put it in all caps and it still doesn't matter. So it's all good, man. You know, I expect that to always be the case at least 5 times. Every time I go live, like 5 to 10 times, someone will always ask me when I'm live. But I'm happy to be live, man. I'm definitely happy to be live. I'm happy to be here with you guys. It's always a great time when I'm live here talking boxing with you guys. It's always good when we have not 1 but 2 cards of boxing to cover in a singular day. Because man, there was a time where there was no boxing on TV, and that was a very depressing time in life. So thankfully, we have it here. But there's 23 of you in here right now, so make sure you smash that like button so we can get more people in here. Subscribe if you're new to the channel, and let me know in the comments, where are you watching the live from? Give me your city, your state, your continent down below, and I will give you a shout out in a timely manner. I'm in the Lone Star State still. I'm still in the Lone Star State, Dallas, Texas. We still here, and they're still performing the weekend songs at the fight. So I don't know what the hell's going on in Uzbekistan. Colombo has good skills. Yeah, I saw one of his fights. I can't remember who it was against, but I just know I know he can really punch, and he's not someone that you want to be in there trading with too long. It's always your live, bro. Ask BT for the fight. Yeah, man, that's what it is. It's always my live. It's always BT. Shout out from Scotland. Yeah, shout out to all my Scots out there. Shout out to Josh Taylor. Jose Ramirez, Josh Taylor, May 22nd. Can't wait. More than likely, I'll be at that fight. So if you're going to be in Vegas for that fight, let me know. We can meet up. I'll be back, guys. I have to go get some water. I'll be back.
Why are we always talking like this? Why you always talking? Why you always running your mouth?
I'm not running my mouth.
I let these guys build themselves up. That's why they call me Mr. Keep Running Your Mouth.
I'm a man of my word, and I do what I do. He knows what I'm about to tell him right now. It's Mr. Keep Running Your Mouth. That's what I do. Me. They ran this boy hot this morning, and I tell him keep running their fucking mouth. Yeah, you hear it, Jay. You know how I feel right now.
And say, oh yeah. So now I'm questioning the fact that, what is it? Is it that they don't like the Charlos? You like the Charlos?
I like you guys. You guys are funny.
Appreciate it, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, funny.
Yeah.
And if you motherfuckers don't understand who the fuck I am, I'm big male, nigga. Ain't no big Charlo, none of that. It's big male, big mom, big whatever. And then if they won't, then when they bring their other game, I bring the other game, nigga. What y'all talking about, nigga? This how I move. Shit. I sit, stay strapped. What you talking about? In the sauna, man.
All right, so I'm back. I got my water. Let's see what's going on. Have the ring walk started yet? No, they haven't. They're still doing a damn concert. So yeah, that was Jamel Charlo. I got them Charlo clips in there for everybody out there. I got those Charlo clips just for everybody else, because they always say people in the comments are always running their mouth. So I always say keep running your mouth. Keep running your mouth. They announced Lubin versus Rosario. Let's go. But this is a dangerous fight. Oh, it's a great fight. I can't wait for that fight. Lubin and Rosario, for those of you who don't know out there, are very familiar with each other because they both train in my area, the South Florida area. Rosario trains at a gym called the Payne Boxing Facility, which is located in Pompano, Florida, under Luis Chiro Perez. And occasionally he goes to Stacey McKinley's gym for strength and conditioning. Eric Lubin trains out of Delray Beach Boxing Club with Kevin Cunningham. And he also goes to Stacey McKinley's gym for sparring and sometimes conditioning as well. So these guys have crossed paths. They might have even sparred at one point. I don't know if that's the case. So there's not going to be any sort of unfamiliarity. They know each other very well. And it's a good fight. I respect Rosario for taking this fight, because Rosario is coming off of a devastating, humiliating knockout loss. He's not being afforded the chance. He's not really going to do what Lubin did. Lubin took a lot of time to build himself back up, which I don't knock. But Rosario, he's not being, I'm not going to say he's not being afforded that chance, but he's not going to take that chance. He wants to fight Lubin because he knows if he beats Lubin, it's his quickest way back. And for Lubin, I would say Rosario is definitely the toughest test he's had since he got knocked out by Charlo. Rosario is strong, sturdy, can punch, and he's still growing as a fighter, as is Lubin. So they're both 25 years old. They both have been knocked out in humiliating fashion by Jamel Charlo. So we're going to see of the Charlo leftovers, who is the better one. Jamel is really the GOAT. He'll fight anybody and everybody. Yeah, man, I give Jamel a lot of respect because for a long time, I wasn't very big on Jamel. There was a point in time where I didn't even like Jamel, to be honest with you. I thought he was overrated. But as time has went on, from the John Jackson fight to now, he's just shown so much improvements. And the further back you go in his career, the more you see how special it is that he's become the fighter that he is now. Because if you go back and you watch Jamel Charlo against Demetrius Hopkins, like back in 2013, he was a technical boxer. This guy was a technical fighter. He was throwing jab, slip, move, picking his shots. Like he wasn't Mr. Keep Running Your Mouth. He wasn't in there to come take your soul. He wasn't the most destructive force at 154. he had to grow into that, and he has Derek James as a big part of that reason, you know. And I think that's probably Derek James's finest work as a trainer is what he's done with Jermell Charlo, taking him from a guy that had a slightly above average knockout power, that was a good technical fighter, and turning him into the most destructive fighter at 154. You know, beautiful stuff from Derek James. And they're still doing this damn concert, Uzbekistan. Whoa, what's going on, man? I want to see some boxing. Come on, Uzbekistan. I'm trying to see Madrimov. Yeah, there's a lot of things going on in boxing right now. I know Mauricio Suleiman, he recently came out and he changed the rules of the WBC franchise championship belt. And basically now you can outright win the WBC franchise belt. You know, you couldn't do that in the past, but now you can. You know, because at first the franchise championship belt was supposed to be designated, and it was non-transferable, and you know, it wasn't something that you could just win. The WBC has to bestow it upon you. That's the word they use. Bestow. We have to bestow it upon the fighter to be WBC franchise champion. And now they've changed it. So in the event that Teofimo Lopez loses to George Kambosos, that means George Kambosos would be WBC franchise champion. And now that the WBC franchise championship can be won in the ring, it's now been legitimized by the WBC as a title, which means that Teofimo Lopez is the undisputed champion. Whether you like it or not, he's the undisputed champion. Oh, yeah, Mel was hella technical when he got with Coach James. He became a monster. He got the best stamina in the game. He does. He got hella stamina. I give him credit. I don't know what the hell he be doing. I don't know if that stamina is natural or not, but he's got a lot of stamina. Whole lot of stamina. And when you can punch like him, I mean, he just has one thing that I've really grown to appreciate about Jermell Charlo is the attributes that he has. You know, he has stamina for days. He can punch really, really good, and he's a mean dude. And that's a dangerous guy. That's a hard guy to beat. A disciplined fighter with lots of stamina who can punch, who's a mean guy in the ring. Very hard guy to beat. And I don't know if he's gonna lose. I don't know if he'll lose at 54. Truthfully speaking, the only guys I think that have a chance to beat him at 54 are Tony Harrison and Madrimov. Those are the only two guys I think can beat him. I know he stopped Harrison, but Harrison, whether you like it or not, is still, you know, he might just be the most skilled fighter in terms of technical boxing skills. He might be the most skilled fighter in the whole weight class. He just doesn't have stamina, so he always loses the back half of fights and gets knocked out. But if we're talking about pure skills, Tony Harrison's as good as they come. And he beat Charlo once already, so he could do it again. And I think at some point in time, if he stays at 154, they should run it back. They should run it back. I would love to see a third fight at some point. Tim Tszyu and Madrimov are the same age, right? They might be. I think they are. Let's check. We got time because they're busy performing songs by the weekend, and there's Madrimov. They're showing Madrimov. He's in the locker room right now, hitting the pads. So he hasn't even made his way to the entrance yet. So let's see. We got time. Smash that like button. It's your boy BT, Brendan Taylor. Make sure you guys get your questions. Anything you want to talk right now. We got time. We got some time. I've been on the low. I've been taking my time. Yeah, he's 26, and Madrimov is 26 as well. Yeah, so they are the same age. They are the same age. You're right, Ali. They're both the same age. Rosario was also piecing up Charlo. He had some good rounds. Rosario definitely had some good rounds. And look, what people don't understand about Rosario is that, you know, he came from the Dominican Republic, and he started fighting in the States in 2017. So he hasn't even been in the States that long, and he already became champion and challenged for unified championship of the world for 3 belts. And, you know, okay, he got knocked out by Charlo. He got dropped a couple of times, but he won some rounds. It's not like Lubin or any of these other guys. It's not like he lost every round or got knocked out on a round. He took some rounds off Jermell Charlo. So I think there's positives there for Jason Rosario. The only question I have for him is, you know, how well can he still make this weight? You know, will he be weight trained in the Lubin fight? That's my only concern, because he is huge for the weight class. But if he comes in, he can make his weight strong and sturdy. You know, I think Lubin's chin and his durability can be tested a lot, and we're going to see if Lubin is truly one of the contenders in this division or a pretender. Ali 313 says, I think after Jermell gets undisputed, he'll fight Hurd and move up. That's probably the most realistic scenario, because, you know, that Hurd fight's been discussed for such a long time. So I wouldn't be the least bit surprised if that was the case. You know, personally, I think the Hurt fight was I don't want to say a waste of time, but I think Hurt was gonna get pieced up badly if they fight badly. Cotto versus Marquez. Do you think it's real? Do I think it's real? Listen, I think all these exhibitions are real because in boxing these days, nothing is off limits. Everything is permissible. So you could tell me tomorrow that Jake Paul is fighting Povetkin or Tyson Fury, and I would believe it because that's where we're at in boxing. If it makes a buck, then it's okay. You know, that's where we're at in boxing. Yeah, I thought they said Rosario was going to move up. Yeah, I don't know. Listen, I talked to my man Stacey McKinley about it. Who he's not Rosario's trainer, but you know Rosario uses his gym. So he was telling me he thinks Rosario should move up, but nah, they're gonna stay at 54, and they're gonna try to make another run at a title. You know, and listen, a good win against Lubin, who you know Lubin's coming off of a win against Terrell Goucher. He's beating Ishe Smith and a whole host of other fighters. You know, on the way back, built himself up nicely to this point. So a win over him would really put him back in the mix for a title. You know what I'm saying? Johnny Goyer. I'm not even gonna butcher his name, mess his name up. He says, "Go Uzbekistan." Shout out to Uzbekistan, man. Much love from America. I got love for the Uzbeks. You know, one of my favorite people in boxing. That I know personally is an Uzbek, which is the old Uzbekistan fighter Timur Ibragimov. You know, 1996 Uzbekistan Olympian. You know, he fought Calvin Brock. He fought Seth Mitchell. He fought a lot of guys. He fought a lot of guys in the heavyweight division. Could you drop the link to the fight? I could do that for a price. If you want the link to the fight. I don't know. I'm watching it on the Zone. It's on the Zone. I'm not watching it from a stream. I'm watching it from the Zone because I have the Zone. Let me see. I could find a stream and I could give it to you. Let me see. Because I'm a man of the people. Got to give the people what they want. Now, you know what? I'm not gonna give you the link unless you super chat me. If you don't super chat me, I'm not giving you the link. I'm gonna have to start charging you guys. If you guys come in here and start asking me for links, I can't be nice no more. We gotta be more business orientated. If you want the link, you gotta super chat me. If you don't super chat me, I'm not giving you the link. And the link I have works. The link that I have works and it's good. So I'm not gonna steer you wrong. Anyway, back to the main event. If you want that link, it's gonna cost you. Super chat me something. All right, so Israil Madrimov versus Imai Colombo. Let's put the sound on. So you can put that sound on.
In some style. And style is what we've seen from him. We know he's got power in both fists. We know he's got some natural physical tools as well. And another thing that I like about him when I've watched him, Paul, is he's been very good at drawing opponents on and overreaching. And that's something Madrimov does naturally anyway.
Oh, man, this guy's coming out with the Undertaker's bell. Colombo not playing. He's got the camouflage on.
Madrimov has to be careful. He does put a lot of effort.
Oh, he's dancing. He's dancing. He's feeling himself. Okay, Colombo. Okay.
Sometimes get into distance and he finds himself overreaching and he will be countered and he will be caught by Colombo. He has to keep this careful tonight. This is a dangerous.
So this is the fight of this card. This is gonna be the fight of this card. Colombo versus Madrimov. (14-0), 14 knockouts. Coming to you live and direct from the Congo. Ooh, Colombo got some swag. He coming. Ooh, look at the dance moves.
And a night where this man can really break out as well. Has built up a following in South Africa.
He's not one that shy. He ain't shy going into the ring. He's dancing his ass off right now.
Well, he's not so well known in the rest of the world. That could change tonight. This man has certainly got the tools to spring a surprise and spoil the Tashkent party.
Shout out to all 53 of you in here. Make sure y'all smash that like button. so we can get some more people in here for this Uzbekistan card. It's your boy BT, the untouchable True School Sports Empire. We here, man. We are here.
Natural physical tools that he has.
Central Asia's finest. Uzbekistan is in the building.
An opponent who will lunge in and take risks. Take a risk against this fella, you might end up paying for it.
Oh, there he is. There he is. You hear the crowd. You hear the crowd. All right, I'm gonna put the sound off right quick. I want to acknowledge my super chat from my boy Ali 313. He says, "I got the zone. I don't think ball that do. You're welcome." And shout out my boy BT. Oh snap! Ali 313 is a team player. He's a team player. He trying to get you guys his link. So you know what? Hey Ali, he's supporting the channel. And he's taking the bullets for you guys. So look, I will drop the link only because the great Ali 313 has went ahead and done what he's did. He's paid the ultimate sacrifice. Detroit, stand up. Make sure you guys say thank you to Ali 313 because I'm gonna drop the link right now. And I appreciate the $4.99 super chat, Ali. Thank you, man. There's the link. Crack streams. I mean, it's a link I use all the time, but you should get it there. So there's a link. You're welcome. And thank you to you guys. Say thank you to Ali. All right, so here comes Madrimov. The fighting
from 14 fights. This fella officially has 5 knockouts from 6 fights, but that should have been 6 out of 6. Because last time out in August in Tulsa on the Bragdus McCaskill undercard, he certainly knocked out Eric Walker, who's never been stopped in the 9th round. But the referee.
So here comes Israil Madrimov, one of boxing's brightest talents.
Sent to the floor with a shoulder charge. And Walker was given a full 5 minutes to recover and was able to see it out. But before he was put on the floor, Walker had this man in trouble, particularly in the 8th round when he looked like he was blowing really hard. He did find that second win and came through it, but Walker showed.
There he is, Madrimov. Israil Madrimov is in the ring. The #1 WBA ranked contender in the world.
But 2 explosive punches, 2 switch hitters, and this man loves to switch hit. 2 guys with power in both fists. This has got all the makings potentially of a mini classic for as long as it lasts.
This might be a classic. We don't know. Both these guys look mad confident. You know, all the pressure's on Madrimov. He's fighting in Uzbekistan in front of his people. He's the favorite. You know, he's on television around the world. You know, nobody knows anything about Colombo except a couple of hardcore boxing fans and people in Africa. You know, so he's got to feel like he's got a chance to win this fight.
It's all being brought to you courtesy of Mr. Eddie of Actual Boxing in association with World of Boxing, the National Olympic Committee of Uzbekistan, and the Uzbekistan Boxing Federation. We're sponsored by Middle City,
But yeah, it's your boy BT. Make sure y'all smash that like button. We're watching the fight right now. The fight of the night is about to take place between Israil Madrimov and Kulambi. You know, 2 big punchers with a lot to prove, with a whole lot to prove. All right.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, 10 rounds of boxing scheduled in the super welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, standing with his trainer, Daniel Duran. He wears a white trunks with the white trim. He scales 69.7 kilos. His professional record, a perfect one. 14 fights, 14 victories.
14 fights, 14 knockouts. Congo stand up.
Fighting out of Johannesburg, South Africa, by way of Kinshasa, in the Democratic Republic of Congo. He was with reigning and undefeated WBO Africa super welterweight champion, the General Anthony Murodjon
There you go. Colombo. There he is. The dream.
He stands at center Diaz. He wears the white trunks with the blue and green trim. He's scaled already 69.6 kilos. This young professional record thus far perfect. 6 fights, 6 victories, 5 of them coming by way of knockout. Fighting out in Cuba, Uzbekistan. He was the reigning and undefeated WBA Intercontinental Super Welterweight Champion.
There you go. Man, David Diamante speaking every language. He's speaking every language. He's speaking Uzbek now too. David Diamante getting that paper. Anywhere he got to speak the language, he speaks the language. He speaks just enough to do the introductions.
Well, finally we
the
get
crowd
this
is going nuts right now.
Turn
The
around
crowd
to
is
the
going nuts.
weight division.
Israil Madrimov, man.
Looking to extend his perfect
I don't know
record
why, but something
against
tells me that
Emmanuel
this is going to be a really good fight.
The man from Kinshasa looking to extend his perfect record as well. Somebody's own will go tonight.
That's right.
But which way will this one fall? We've seen 2 overmatched Africans on the bill this evening. Colombo definitely doesn't come into this one overmatched. Quite the opposite. He is a live and very real threat. 2 imponderables in this one.
All right, so round 1.
Madrimov comes in off shoulder
Israil
surgery.
Madrimov versus
Colombo
Colombo.
has not boxed in 16 months.
He also hasn't fought outside of Africa, Nick. That's what we
Good
need to
jab there
remember.
by
You don't know how
Madrimov.
fighters travel, whether he's traveled
Madrimov in
well
the
or
white
not.
trunks, Colombo in the black trunks.
Find out.
And I'm sure
Very important step up for
have looked at each
Madrimov
other
in
and
his
said,
career.
yeah, I can't be taking any chances.
Needs to really put
with
on a
this
show
opponent,
as
because both of them can
the world
back.
is watching. You know, it's on
Both
the
of them can
zone.
switch hit.
He's
Both of them
fighting
can
in front of
wipe
his
you
people.
out with either hand.
Got to maintain a number 1 ranking in the
Madrimov,
WBA
who
and
does
push up the
love to
rankings in the other
lunge in,
sanctioning bodies.
might have to rein in some of his natural aggression here. Don't be at all surprised to see the taller Ranger Colombo looking to try and
Good
keep
feint
it
there
at
by
distance
Colombo.
and force those errors from Madrimov,
There you
who
go.
will
Good.
want to put on a show as well.
Good
in
right
front
hand
of
to
the
the stomach
home
there by
crowd.
Madrimov.
If he
But
can
good
get
movement here so far from
frustrated
Colombo. Colombo hasn't really
maybe
opened up.
just
He's
draw
being
him
very
into something.
patient
Colombo.
and tentative right now. I
Of
think he's just
course,
looking
everything Madrimov
for the openings and
throws
what
is gonna
Madrimov's
get
going to give him
cheered.
before he starts punching. Madrimov doing a lot of feinting.
A little bit reminiscent of Triple G.
Changing
Gennady
levels.
Golovkin sometimes when he throws his shots. Madrimov, similar shape body, similar back, similar hairstyles.
Good jab of
There's a
Madrimov.
lot of similarities there with him.
Madrimov
He
closing
carries
that gap.
power that Triple G has. Then we're going to be in for one exciting ride.
There you go. A good jab from Colombo.
Very patient start from Colombo.
Yeah, trying to sit behind that jab as well there.
Yeah,
Well, that can be a
Colombo's
weapon
got to
for
use
him.
his size. Good body shot by
in there
Colombo.
as well, Colombo. Be interesting to see how Colombo copes if he's backed up.
There you go.
I
Another.
haven't seen very much of it. I've seen
Madrimov's doing a good job touching that body.
The opponent consistently back him up.
Through the first 2 minutes.
And Madrimov has certainly got the ability to
Madrimov
do
moving his
that.
head out the line, changing levels,
Targeting the body
trying
like
to
Madrimov,
look for those
especially
openings.
with
He's
the
doing a
straight
good job.
shots.
You know, a lot of
Yeah,
times
straight
in
right
boxing,
hand to the body as well.
we talk about not waiting for your
Colombo
openings.
keeping
Well,
his own
Madrimov's
right
not
hand.
waiting for his openings. He's moving his head out the
Much in
line.
reserve
He's
at the moment.
feinting. He's throwing upstairs,
Behind the
downstairs,
left, that was a bit of a
and he's trying to make these
crude
openings.
attempt.
You know, Colombo's a
That's
good,
it, but the
long-rangey
jab's
fighter,
working okay for him.
and he's not really
Hasn't been
boxing
much going to the
how
head
people are
from
accustomed
Madrimov.
to. He's a
The
lot more
right hand
patient right now,
especially, he's always
and
been
Madrimov
shooting
is
it
still
to the
finding those
stomach,
openings because of
shooting
the
it to the
feints,
body,
because of
and
the head movement.
just gets
And,
you into the bit of a false
you
sense
like
of
to see that from
security because you're
Madrimov.
always expecting it then to the body and it comes over to the head, setting traps very early on.
There you go. Another good jab by Colombo. Colombo putting that stick on him. Put that stick on him, Colombo.
Nicely blocked
Hey,
off there.
good defense there by Colombo. And a good body shot from
General.
Colombo. Last 10 seconds here, round number 1.
Yeah, very cagey opening round. Interesting, isn't it? They both know they're
All right.
in with a live one tonight.
So round one's in the book. So I give it a Madrimov
Yeah.
slightly. He was scoring a couple more shots. As far as you know, Colombo, I think Colombo's doing a good job. as far as Colombo, he's doing a good job. He's patient. He's working behind his jab. But I want to see him continue to work behind that jab and be patient and eventually set up those big shots that I know he wants to land. I'm not, anybody who asked that question, I'm not answering it. It pisses me off because, like, it says it right there in caps. It says it right there in caps on the bottom of the screen. So that's your answer. That's your answer. But yeah, round one's complete. You know,
hands to the body, keep doing the body, and then get Colombo comfortable, not expecting it to the head. Eventually, you switch it up and you fire that shot into the head.
All right, so round two of Madrimov and Colombo. Very, very cagey and tentative start in that first round. So let's see what round two looks like. See who lands the first big shot of the fight. There you go. Good hard feints there from Colombo. But Madrimov's just steadily attacking that body. Oh, there you go. Good right hand down the middle from Israil Madrimov. Madrimov works downstairs to the body with the right hand as well. Steps off to his right, Madrimov.
He's still working the body there, isn't it, Madrimov?
I think Colombo's waiting too long. There you go. Good jab. Good jab from Colombo. Colombo's got the size, he's got the reach advantage. He needs to start using it.
Get that jab working. There is getting out of range. He's very good at that, just taking that little half step back.
There you go. Good feint there from Colombo, and that's a good defense to evade the shot and then throw a left hook to the body. So Colombo's very much in the fight. He's very much in the fight so far.
Got to use his advantages, use that reach. Try and keep.
There you go. Another good jab from Colombo.
Stop him from setting
another
himself.
one.
Just keep flicking that jab out while being wary of counters. See the jab. There's nothing in the jab. It's not. He's not throwing it out as a forceful or a scoring shot. It's just he's just pouring it out just to keep Madrimov.
Good defense there by Colombo to get his hands back up.
Nuisance, isn't it? It's just keeping him occupied, isn't it?
Colombo's blocking a lot of these shots.
We're seeing some switching going on.
There you go. Madrimov gets his Terence Crawford on and switches to southpaw. So let's see Madrimov as a southpaw. What happens if he does anything out of the southpaw stance? You know, usually he's known for his side steps and his angles. So let's see if he does anything. Right now he's just plodding forward.
Well.
Good turn there by Madrimov.
Again, straight shots to the body.
There you go. Good straight left to the body there by Madrimov.
Yeah, occasionally see a couple thrown per round to the body. Straight shots, that is. It's been the opposite in this fight so far.
There you go. Colombo's starting to get hit a little bit. He better be careful. He's starting to get hit to the stomach and to the body. Use that jab. Colombo got to use that jab. There you go. Oh, good defense from Colombo. And he just misses the counter right. He just missed that counter right.
Too cagey for me.
Yeah, it needs to be busier. As they exchange body shots there, and he missed badly with his right hand. He hasn't brought the right hand into play much at all, Colombo. And when he tried it there, he missed badly.
26 seconds left here in the second round. Good uppercut there from Madrimov. That just missed. That just missed, but it was the attempt was good.
To the head just yet. Straight right hand, that is. Switches southpaw again.
There you go. A good left hand to the stomach there by Madrimov. There you go. And a right hook from Madrimov up top.
Briefly left himself open.
Madrimov's starting to have his way. He's starting to slowly pick up the pace and the momentum in the fight. And I get in that round too. So I got Madrimov up 2-0.
Emily Colombo in that round to catch the.
What do you guys have it?
He's certainly easing his way into it. There's not much output from him. Okay, decent defensive skills, but just gets caught with a right hand there over the top. Needs to see a little bit more output from Colombo.
Yeah, Colombo got to show that right hand. Colombo hasn't shown any right hand so far. And we're still waiting for him to show the right hand.
He needs to give the judges a reason to score something for him.
But yeah, he's definitely got the game.
It's also worth knowing, again, I'll say it again if you haven't heard already. I'll be live again for the Chairman Harry and Carl Frampton fight. So if you're going to be around, make sure you come back to that one because that's going to be a fun one. Right now, we got probably the most exciting fighter in all Uzbekistan, Israil Madrimov, taking on the very dangerous and very formidable Colombo from the Congo, 14-0, 14 knockouts.
First 2 rounds.
So far, Madrimov.
Let's see if
Oh, they're both starting to open up now.
Here in this third round after a pretty quiet one. In the last round, they both landed body shots.
There you go. Good body shot there from Colombo.
Going to come out.
And Colombo landed a good jab early in the round, too. And a good body shot from Madrimov, and then a right hook from Madrimov as well.
Nice stuff from Madrimov.
Yeah, Madrimov settling into a very good rhythm in this fight. You know, you can see his body starting to get looser. He's starting to throw punches and just commit to him. He's not second-guessing himself or being tentative. You know, you can really see the confidence in Madrimov just slowly but surely growing round by round, moment by moment in this fight.
So you have to respect that, but I think Madrimov is easing into this nice. He's bossing the fight nice. It's all at his pace, what he wants to do.
Yeah. I don't know what Colombo's waiting for. Colombo need to put that jab out there. You got that nice, long, lanky frame. Use it.
Back to that fight where he beat Samuel Antwi in Zimbabwe.
There you go. Good little right hook around the guard from Madrimov.
Too big and too strong for Antwi, who's useful.
Oh,
yeah,
good right hand again up top from Madrimov, and then a power jab from Madrimov. That snaps his head back.
He can't bully this fella.
Come on, man.
Bullied Antwi.
Come on, Israil Madrimov. Someone gotta take the reins of this fight. I want to see something sensational. So either I want Colombo to land a big straight right hand. I want Madrimov to show off that crazy dance revolution-esque footwork that he shows on Instagram. Good right hand again from Madrimov over the guard of Colombo. Colombo's getting pieced up. Good right hand from Colombo. Colombo circles to his left. Good feint there from Madrimov. Madrimov looking to create those openings.
Not really coming up with the answers at the moment.
There you go, jab to the stomach, jab to the head from Madrimov. And then a left hand to the body from Madrimov. Madrimov gets caught with a grazing right hand on the way out.
A couple of rounds, he realizes there's not much coming back here compared to what he was probably expecting. Just starting to turn.
There you go, good jab again by Madrimov. Ooh, counter left hand to the body from Madrimov. He said rib dinner, shoom, right to the stomach. Look at Madrimov, man. Classy fighter.
In this fight is really leaving themselves open, and Colombo has done that 2 or 3 times already.
Colombo's not. I don't think Colombo's fighting a bad fight. You know, I just think when you get to this level of boxing, you can't have lapses in your defense or being tentative or lose the battle of positioning, because a guy like Madrimov will exploit it. He doesn't need that much daylight to win a round. You know. Oh, good right hand there from Colombo.
Some nice body shots. Colombo looked to bring the right hand into play.
Good jab again from Colombo, but then a good stiff jab from Madrimov.
As it starts to open up in the last few seconds of this
Madrimov with the defense. Madrimov with the defense, moving the shoulders, feinting him.
It's another good one.
Beautiful stuff from Israil Madrimov. 3-0. 3-0.
Well, he's certainly taking early control here.
I really like his style, Madrimov.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I messed my boy Yvonne. He's right.
This stage in his career,
absolutely. Shout out to my man Yvonne, the gambler.
Well, makes Colombo fall short a little bit and then tries to counter. He's been caught a couple
Make
of
sure you
times.
guys smash that like button if you haven't done so already. Right now we're at what we at right now? Where we at them likes? We're at we're at 28 likes. So let's run it up. Run it up to 30. Run it up to 30. Let me know.
It's not quite as relaxed in this corner, is it?
No, I think we need to see a lot more from Colombo. You know,
yeah, Colombo's got to do more. Colombo's got to show the jab more, show the right hand, and really remind Israil Madrimov that, hey, you're in the fight with a dangerous, rangy puncher, and he hasn't done that enough yet for me in this fight. So he hasn't even won a round. I got him losing 3-0 right now. So round 4, Israil Madrimov versus Colombo. There you go. Good body shot again from Colombo.
You put yourself in a very, very bad spot.
There you go. Good counter left hook from Colombo.
To the urgency that was shown in his corner. And make a bit
there you go. Again, Colombo using that jab.
Again, he was just trying to let
Colombo complains because he says Madrimov hit him in the back of the head. Madrimov's not having it. Madrimov's still boxing.
Teasing these leads.
Colombo touches him with a little right hand. Nothing too crazy.
But he can't land those leads.
Right hand to the stomach there by Colombo. But then a right hook from Madrimov.
He's landing those straight shots to the body, Madrimov, and he's throwing them nice.
There you go.
To throw.
Colombo putting that jab out there. And listen, for Colombo, he doesn't got to land every jab. He needs to throw jabs to keep him at bay. And if he's able to do that, if he's able to throw jabs that could just freeze the movement of Madrimov for that split second, it gives him that time for that right hand that I know he wants to throw. And I know that he wants to land. Good right hand from Colombo again to the stomach of Madrimov. There you go. Good body shots of Madrimov, and then countered by a right hand of Colombo. Man, I think so far, about halfway through, this might be Colombo's best round of the fight thus far. I mean, there's still another round, half round to go, but it's the most positive start he's had to any of the rounds of this fight so far.
If Colombo come in here wanting to win this fight, he's either going to trust himself that he's got a one-punch KO in his arsenal, which he has, or he's going to have to start changing things up pretty quickly.
Colombo misses the right hand.
One, midway through this fourth round, already slipping away. He's just not doing anything consistently.
There you go. Good body shot from Colombo.
There's a lot of things as well. He could have worries about his fitness, about his engine.
There you go. Another right hand from Colombo.
Pace. As I said, good uppercut there.
Yeah, uppercut from Colombo. Okay. What are the announcers talking about? He's winning this round right now. It's a close round, but he's winning this round.
Could just knock the head back of Madrimov. It's a good shot. Whether he's travelled well, whether he's happy where he is, good body shot.
There you go. Good body shots from Madrimov.
You picked it right.
Ooh, and here comes that footwork. Here comes that Dance Revolution footwork from Israil Madrimov. For those of you who have played Dance Revolution, you know what I'm talking about.
It's setting traps as well.
There you go. Another good jab from Colombo. And Madrimov makes a miss, a big uppercut.
Right hands. You get that sort of false in the guard.
Ooh, good jab again from Madrimov.
The head gets knocked back.
Still a close round going into the last 24 seconds.
Very comfortable 4 rounds.
There you go. Good defense from Colombo.
Yeah, he's totally bossing this fight at the moment.
Man, I think Colombo. I think Colombo let this round slip away. Colombo has let this round slip away.
Didn't miss by much.
That was his best round. But I got Madrimov just stealing that round. So I got it. I got a 4-0. A 4-0 shutout for Madrimov. And look, we got everybody in the comments. Nobody in these comments speaking no English anymore. Where my English speaking viewers at right now?
It has to be said, but it's smart from Madrimov.
It's cagey. It's a cagey style.
All right, I'm gonna translate to my Uzbek people.
That's why it's not
translate
catching fire. Just
from English.
Madrimov is
English to Uzbekistan. Where is it? From English? Where is it? English.
Tactics early on, and you said from round one, he's targeting the body, especially with the straight shots. And I do think personally that'll be a matter of time. There's that
like button.
I do think that eventually you'll see them straight body shots turn into overhand, right hand, and
there you go.
Left hand.
I'm telling the Uzbeks in their language to smash like button and subscribe. Shout out to my man King of Alania 1864. Shout out to you, man. Thank you, man. It's good to see some English speaking people here. There you go. To my Uzbeks. To my Uzbeks. Round number 5 of Madrimov versus
the 2 unbeaten big punchers.
Colombo.
Orthodox guys.
Right now, Colombo, I give him credit. His spirit hasn't been broken. He's still throwing punches, but
so far, Colombo has taken everything that's landed.
Madrimov is just stepping around him. He's gaining that lead foot positioning. Now he's starting to work them punches downstairs, upstairs. He's showing that fork. He's pivoting, and Colombo's having a hard time. He's having a hard time setting his feet to even punch, let alone land a punch. Madrimov ties up Colombo on the inside.
He's always in front.
There you go. Good right hook by Madrimov.
He wants to be. He's never too far out of range unless he.
There you go. Good feint from Israil Madrimov.
Back in range again to catch it. It becomes demoralizing when you're up against someone like that. You just can't get a breath. You can't.
Lot of tying up right now at the moment.
Out of range. Always seems to be in range to catch you.
He says, "I'm from Liverpool. I love each other." Hey, shout out to Liverpool, man. Home of my favorite football club, the Everton Football Club. I appreciate you, man. God bless.
Again, Colombo not able to capitalize on an opportunity that opened up. You can sense there is more of a
good jab from Colombo.
From the man from Johannesburg.
There you go. Another right hand from Colombo.
Might give him a bit of a boost.
And Madrimov's nose is bloody from that right hand. So the punches of Colombo, the few that have been landing flush, are having an effect on Madrimov. And Madrimov better stay tight defensively because Colombo, he still has that eraser. He might Deontay Wilder his ass if he's not careful.
He realizes that, he should realize the first 4 rounds have not gone anywhere near your way. If you want any chance of being in this fight, you have to.
There you go. Good jab again from Colombo.
And try and gamble, go for it. Start turning the screen on, put your foot on the gas.
There you go. Good right hand from Madrimov. 56 seconds left here in round 5.
Well, if he does want to win it, Yeah, he's not going to be eking out a points decision here, is he? That's for sure. There's only one way he's winning from here.
There you go. Good jab again from Colombo. But Madrimov doing a hell of a job using his legs. Using his legs, scoring, rolling, making sure his head's not there to be hit. He's not a stationary target. He is not a punching bag. You know, Colombo presses forward, loads up on shots, and misses.
Encouragement for Imani Colombo.
But you're seeing the effects of Colombo's punches. You know, Madrimov's whole freaking nose and the front of his face is bloodied up. And there's a reason why Madrimov's on his feet boxing now, because he felt he got touched by something he don't want to get touched by again too many times.
Yeah, throwing better than that.
There you go. Good left hook from Colombo.
That's the stuff from Colombo.
Yeah.
Yeah, not a bad round from Colombo. I think Colombo won that round.
From Colombo.
I thought Colombo actually won that round.
Has to take the fight now to Madrimov. He has to
Oh,
get in the
man.
middle of the ring and
He says, I support the team that wins trophies. But that's messed up, man. That's messed up. You should be supporting the real Liverpool club, Everton, man. You gotta become a toffee, man. Become an Evertonian. Become a blue-blooded Evertonian, man. Much love to you, though. I like Everton. But yeah, man. Right now we're in the we completed 5 rounds of Madrimov versus Colombo, Imani Colombo, and it's been a good fight. You know, Colombo has tried to throw hard punches. He's tried to, you know, make his presence felt in this fight, but the defense, the footwork, and the precision punching of Madrimov has been the difference. But in that last round, he landed a good right hand that actually bloodied up Madrimov. So yeah, you know, Madrimov is now on his toes. He's boxing, and he don't want to continue to get touched too often.
In that 5th round, still not.
All right, so we head to round number 6, the midway point of the fight. My scorecard is 4-1. I got 4 rounds to 1 for Israil Madrimov.
It was a better round than the first 4, so you know that you need to do more of that.
There you go. Good left hook by Colombo.
Put a caution to the wind and just
there you go. He's done like that jab. He lands some hooks.
You can't be as negative as you have been for the first 4 rounds.
Oh, there you go. A jab that snaps back the head of Madrimov from Colombo. Imani Colombo not playing. He thought he was gonna get punked. Look at that. Another right hand from Colombo. And Colombo is starting to really piece Madrimov up in this round. It's off to a blazing start here in round 6.
Surely warming his way into this.
Man, look at Colombo go. Madrimov trying to tie him up. He's getting tired. He's looking like me in sparring yesterday when I got tired in the 4th round. Look at Madrimov. He don't want no smoke. He don't want no smoke with the Congolese warrior. Look at him go.
One punch power. Can Colombo spring something here?
Good movement there from Madrimov. No punches being thrown from him though. So some great movement, some great footwork, but no punches being thrown. Now he's just kind of touching him with a little jab, but nothing crazy. Colombo misses with a big right hand, but comes back downstairs with a right hand to the body.
But it's also Madrimov making him miss. He's very elusive. He's so good with his footwork. Head movement's good as well.
There you go. Good jab again from Madrimov.
Really like his style.
Yeah, there's another big swing and a miss from Colombo. Left uppercut.
These announcers are dick riding Madrimov. I mean, I like Madrimov too, but Colombo is doing. He did some great work in the first minute and a half of that fight of this round.
Like he marks up pretty easily. Madrimov there's a bump under his
left
eye. There's a grace.
There you go. Some little corkscrew right hands in close quarters from Colombo, and then left hook up top from Colombo.
He's turning this one around here.
Oh, big left hook from Colombo.
Yeah, he walked onto a left,
and some body shots in the clinch with Colombo. Colombo's beating the shit out of him this round. What are they talking about? What are these announcers talking about? Colombo, okay, not now. Madrimov's landing some shots now, but for the most of this round, Colombo's been beating his ass. There you go. Right hand uppercut from Colombo. There's a reason Madrimov over here holding like he's dancing at his high school prom. He's getting touched. There you go. Madrimov with a good left hook around the guard.
Coming in from Madrimov, looking to bring the right hand counter into play there as well.
I think there's no doubt about it, ability-wise, and
good defense there by Colombo.
Madrimov is,
and then Madrimov ties him up again. He literally lunges forward to come tie him up. He's tired. He's getting touched with shots he don't like.
A lot better than he has been in the previous fight.
I think this is Colombo's fight to. If Colombo wants to turn the tide of this fight, these next 2 rounds are going to be his best option. Great uppercut from Madrimov and a good way to finish the round, but he lost that round. I got a 4 rounds to 2. For those of you watching along, what do you guys think? For those of you that are scoring it.
That's encouraging for Colombo, and the corner should be, geeing him up now and getting behind him.
Look at Colombo, man. So inspirational. Oh, man. You going with the flat reacts? That's
any
funny.
chance whatsoever of winning this fight. And this is better stuff. As I say, he just caught him with more shots in that round than he probably has in the previous.
Man, he's piecing the shit out of him in round 6. What are they talking about?
It looks like the fight was finally caught fire.
4 rounds to 2 for Madrimov, with Colombo getting a lot of ground in the fight. That's how I see it.
I landed nice shots. It was a good round.
Make sure y'all smash that like button. Your boy BT, the untouchable True School Sports Empire. We here, man. Right now, we're in the middle of a pretty good scrap between Israil Madrimov and Imani Colombo. 14-0, 14 knockouts from
round 7,
Congo.
It's amazing how quickly a 10-round fight can get away from you when you give up the first 3 or 4 rounds.
There you go.
Imani Colombo.
Good right hand to the body from Colombo.
Got to really start turning it on here to give himself any chance.
Great footwork from Madrimov.
Both of them can just explode from any angle.
Oh, good body shot again from Madrimov.
Madrimov, he landed the left hook to the body, switched up on the head.
Oh,
really close.
And a big right hook from Madrimov. And I think that one got Colombo's attention. That one got Colombo's attention.
Yeah, Madrimov really starting to bring the power punches into play here.
Yeah, he's bringing the heat right now.
Russian referee has to separate
he is bringing the heat right now.
That right hand, Colombo.
The heads come together.
Yeah, man, a lot of head clashing right now on the inside. I'm sure there's gonna be more cuts in this fight, especially for Madrimov.
He's falling in after he throws the shot.
He is.
A bit of fatigue kicking in. I mentioned a few rounds earlier. I'm not sure whether he knows he has the tank or the engine to do 10 rounds at a good pace.
Madrimov ties him up again. And Madrimov is leaning on him.
In the 7th, when he got rid of Daniel Latte last time out, 16 months ago. So he's heading into unknown.
There you go. Good left hook by Israil Madrimov.
It's Madrimov that's landing the good stuff. The left hand.
Yeah, I think Madrimov reestablished himself in this round so far. Really showing off the good footwork, winning the battle positioning, pushing him back when he wants to.
When
Colombo just, I don't know what's up with him, man. He can't seem to keep the spacing. He can't keep Madrimov off of him. There you go. Good right hand from Colombo. That just glances off the gloves.
The crowd have been cheating a few shots what I've missed.
Yeah, this round wasn't exciting as the last one.
He's done that a few times, Madrimov. He's showing his experience from the amateurs. He'll throw a couple of shots, he'll miss, but then he'll just claim Colombo and keep hold of him and stop him. Just fall ever so slightly short there with that right hook.
Oh, big left hook for Madrimov. Oh my God, did he just backhand him? He just backhand him. And Madrimov is starting to catch a nice little rhythm. He's moving his feet. You're seeing the footwork. You're seeing the angles. You're seeing the things that make Israil Madrimov one of the most talked about talents in the 154-pound division in the whole world.
He's pushing himself a bit here. Blowing quite hard.
Oh, big right hand for Madrimov.
Yeah, he looks all right, yeah.
All right. So I got Israil Madrimov after that round. I got Madrimov up.
He was feeling the pace when he boxed Eric Walker last time out.
That was round 7. So I got Madrimov up 5 rounds to 2. 5 rounds to 2 for Israil Madrimov.
As we mentioned about what Colombo has just started to do.
So on my card, if Colombo does the best he can, wins every round, then I think Madrimov, the worst he can do is get a draw. The worst he can do is get a draw.
As you said, Nick, I thought Colombo was starting to.
Yeah, Colombo. No, he's a good fighter. He's a good fighter. I just want to see him get some distance and some spacing because he don't got no time to throw any big right hands. Shout out to all my Uzbekistan brethren. I don't know what y'all are saying, but shout out to this guy with the AK-47. Nobody in this line speaks English except King of Alanya and my man Yvonne. That's it. Anyway, Back to the live. Israil Madrimov versus Imani Colombo. Good fight so far.
Even if he bosses these 3 rounds, he's not winning this fight.
Oh, big uppercut missed by Colombo. There you go. Good left hook by Colombo.
Heads are always coming close inside. Neither fighter complaining about it, but they've knocked together a few times the heads.
Madrimov just hanging some bait out there for Colombo, who couldn't take it, or wouldn't take it.
Yeah, good right hand from Madrimov again. A lot of holding going on right now. A lot of holding. I think both these guys are tired. You know, Madrimov's fought at a good pace. Colombo's had to deal with that pace.
Madrimov just used the shoulder. You can see it in this fight how much he follows through when he misses with a shot. Madrimov, he throws a shot and then...
There you go. Another right hand from Colombo. Yeah. But then a right hand and a left hand from Madrimov. And Madrimov, look, this isn't his most sensational performance, but he's doing enough just to separate himself in these rounds.
Well, 2 unbeatens, but I think we can safely say that none of these guys are ready for the big dogs in the division just yet.
No, Madrimov needs some work.
Little brother Liam, I think, would feel quite comfortable taking on either of these 2.
There you go.
Division.
Oh, good left hand around the guard from Madrimov. And Madrimov lands the left hand and ties him up. I think Madrimov is even though
in Russia,
Colombo's the bigger guy, Madrimov is the more Madrimov seems to be the more physically stronger guy because he's tying him up. Sometimes after these punches he lands and he's pushing him right back, bullying him at times.
Not ready for that caliber of opponent just yet. Final minute of the 8th round.
Oh, Madrimov lands a good right hand right on the chin of Colombo. But Colombo rolled the shot, so he didn't get knocked out.
Rolled that shot well. He just turned his head at the last minute, took the sting.
There you go, good uppercut from Colombo. Oh, and Colombo's been dropped. Colombo got hit with a left hook. The ropes held him up. That is a knockdown. That is a knockdown. So in the 8th round, Madrimov was finally broken through, and we have seen the first knockdown in the fight.
Same time punching
the Uzbekistani faithful are on their feet. Last 10 seconds here in the 8th round. Can Madrimov close the show out? Left hook, uppercut, right hand, left hook. And the bell has saved Colombo. So that's a 10-8 round for Madrimov. And now there's an even more clear separation in the scoring.
And if it had come earlier in the round, who knows? That might have been another stoppage. As it is, he didn't have enough time to follow up with it. I don't think Colombo was badly hurt either. But this night is going from bad to absolutely terrible for Imani Colombo now.
To my Uzbekistanians, smash that like button and subscribe. That's that says.
I don't like seeing that two voices screaming out in the corner. You need one voice, one clear voice to listen to. Good body shot there from Colombo.
Yeah,
you see every time he misses that.
So what punch knocked him down? It was a
one shot.
He went right hand. That was a straight right.
Both fights.
Yeah, it was a left hook. It was a left hook. They traded hooks, and that's what led to the knockdown.
Yeah.
All right, so round number 9. Madrimov looking to close the shot in style in front of the hometown faithful. Madrimov pushing him back. Oh, big right hook right on the inside from Madrimov.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a risk here.
And Madrimov's going for the gusto. Left hand over the top. Uppercut from Madrimov. Madrimov pulling that pressure on. He breaking him off something real nice. Look at Madrimov go.
Between 2 guys who've got
hey, oh, good body shot from Colombo. Oh, another body shot from Colombo.
Colombo trying to go to the body himself as well.
Yeah, Colombo's trying to take the gas out that tank. He's trying to take the gas out the tank.
Unorthodox how he throws it.
Marked under both eyes now. The Uzbek fighter just can't get him clean, can he, Colombo?
There you go. Good jab from Colombo again.
Credit to Colombo, though. He wasn't hurt too much off the shot, as you said. It was just a flash knockdown, but he's back and he's not taking any backward step here. He's meeting Madrimov head
Yeah,
on.
Colombo's still very much in the face of Madrimov. There you go.
Well, I thought.
Oh, good defense from Colombo.
You know, a record, you have to take with a pinch of salt. It's when you.
Yeah, and it looks like Madrimov's taking a little bit of time to recoup because he threw a lot of punches in the latter part of that 8th round.
This one as a mug who can't box.
So he's more than defensive right here.
And he's given Madrimov plenty to think about.
Oh, big left hand from Madrimov, and he's hurt again.
Can he ride this out? He's taken that really.
Wow,
well.
what the hell? They need to drug test this man. How the hell he recovered so fast?
His signature shots that, and Colombo's absorbed it really well.
Still dangerous at the moment, Colombo. Madrimov doesn't have to take.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on, man.
As well, most of these rounds are all in the bank comfortably. 10-8 round as well. The knockdown in the previous round.
There you go. Good left hook again for Madrimov.
Well, he was behind when he wiped out Unkaleko Malongo 3 years ago. Uncorked a right hand from hell.
There you go. Oh, left hook again for Madrimov.
Obviously, he's trying to close the show in this round as well and get Colombo out of there, but he's not ready to go.
Yeah, and that left hand, that might have been one of those hit me with your best shot moments. And as you say, there, but then he comes in with another
big jab there by Madrimov. That snaps his head back.
Gets through again. Forces Colombo back. As we get down to the last few seconds of the penultimate round. Well, if Colombo thought he was going to have the big finish here, it's not really happened for him, has it?
There you go. So 9 rounds in the books. Madrimov wins another round, man. So he's all he's got to do is get to either knock him out or get to the final belt, and he's got this fight in the bag. But it's your boy BT, the untouchable, True School Sports Empire. Make sure y'all smash that like button. Shout out to all my friends out there in Uzbekistan that are watching the live. Hope you guys are enjoying it. You guys can understand what I'm even saying. Right now, we're watching one of Uzbekistan's favorite sons, Israil Madrimov, do his thing right now.
The two corner men shouting in this corner can be forgiven because one is a translator. I don't think Joel Diaz speaks much Uzbek. Good left hook there from Madrimov from the southpaw stance.
But look how well he took it.
Yeah. That's what I was trying to sort of say. He's hurt, obviously, Colombo, but he's not ready to go just yet. There's still a lot of fight left in him. There's still a lot of sneaky counters with that power that he obviously carries behind him.
Maybe.
All right, so the 10th and final round between Israil Madrimov and Imani Colombo. And listen, no matter win, lose, or draw, no matter what you think about Imani Colombo, he's definitely he's earned some respect in this fight by going in there with one of the best 154-pounders in the world, Madrimov, and he's less than 3 minutes away from being the first guy to legitimately go the distance with him, because really Eric Walker should have been knocked out.
Got himself
once, big left hook from Madrimov.
Madrimov that's still looking confident, leaving himself open. But
beautiful right hand down the pipe from Israil Madrimov. And just these angles he creates, the angles over here, the angles over here. He's just a master at creating angles. Madrimov.
Trying for the stoppage. Madrimov, he's not happy with the points verdict. He wants to close the show, put a statement out there for his home fans.
But if you're Colombo now, surely you're just foot to the floor, go for it. You've got no alternative. But he's happy seemingly.
Oh, there you go. That right hand from Madrimov.
Lead off.
Got to be a bit sharper and a bit better than what he actually
did. Another good body shot there from Colombo.
Which is what he seems like he's trying to do. He's not going for it. He's trying to counter and catch Madrimov as he's coming in. He's just been beaten to the punch the majority of the time.
Yeah, not a whole lot of action in round 10. There you go. Good right hand there again. Big left hand and a right hook. And somehow Colombo is still on his feet.
Very well.
Oh my God, this guy's got a chin. This guy has a chin and a half. He's not just a big puncher. He's got a good chin. Because Madrimov can punch, and he's taking these shots like it's nothing. And these are some of the hardest shots I've ever seen him land.
As we said again, part of the knockdown in the 8th, he's got a decent chin, Colombo.
And even then, it was more balance, I think, than anything else. He wasn't badly hurt.
Just the flash knockdown, as you say, the legs buckled and then the balance went. But if we believe what is being touted and said about,
there you go, good uppercut, left hook from Colombo. 39 seconds left here in round number 10 until the fight is done.
Yeah, definitely. And for Colombo as well.
For Colombo.
Yeah, I don't think either of them are going to come out of this and, with their stock diminished. The Colonel might have to...
There you go. Madrimov with a big right hand again.
The Colonel for his next fight, but no, he'll take a lot out of this as well.
There you go. Madrimov switching back to orthodox.
He's been second best for a lot of this fight, and the question is, how wide are those scorecards going to be?
Last 10 seconds.
Last few seconds then of a fight between two explosive power punchers with knockouts galore, and of course, he's going to go to the
big left hand and the right hook by Madrimov to finish the round. So that's it. The fight goes the full 10 rounds. I would anticipate that Israil Madrimov will get a decision, but good for Colombo. I think it's fair to say that with the Eric Walker fight, Madrimov should have got a knockout. There was a controversy. They robbed him of maintaining his 100% knockout ratio coming into this fight. But this is really the first guy in the professional ranks that has gone the full distance with Madrimov. So with that being said, Imani Colombo deserves some respect on his name, because he didn't just obviously he was outclassed in the skill department, but he was throwing punches. He remained dangerous. He remained a threat the whole fight. And I thought he won at least 2 rounds. So not the worst showing in the world. Not the worst showing in the world. Definitely a good fighter in there, and Colombo, and he should come back better. Come back better from this fight. Just learn, keep getting better, and there's no shame in losing to a guy like Madrimov, because this is a guy that will likely become world champion at some point. Excellent bout, says Jesus M. Colombo was game, very game, and good experience for him, and I would fully expect that he gets better after this fight. But it's your boy BT, the untouchable True School Sports Empire. Oh my God, these morning lives, I can do 4 in the morning, I can do 2 in the morning, 1 midnight, but 9 o'clock, it's weird. I'm not a morning person. I'm a night guy. Joel Diaz says he is ready for the top guys. Not true. I don't think he is. I think he needs about a good 3 to 5 fights more before we're talking about Madrimov being ready for the top guys. I mean, I know with if you want to talk about the rankings, he's ranked. Right now, as we speak, Madrimov is ranked very highly. He's ranked very, very highly. As we speak right now, Madrimov is ranked number 1 in the WBA. So you can go that route. He's also ranked. He's not ranked in WBC. He's not ranked in the. Wow, he's not ranked in any of the other sanctioning bodies but the WBA, where coincidentally he's number 1. He is the top guy at 154 in the WBA. So make of that what you will.
Yeah, absolutely. And obviously with the Uzbek fighters, you have to just put a bit of context in it. That was only his 7th pro fight.
And the one worry I would have about Madrimov tonight is the amount of shots he took. He's very, very marked up there again, with all due respect, in a fight that, he was expected to win and win well, and look good against somebody who hasn't travelled outside of his home continent. If he can fix that in the gym, work on it in the gym, not getting hit as much, not being maybe a bit,
Israel is tired, energy insufficient, wild, not set of punches, no jab, no movement. I agree with Hasper's statement.
And I'm excited to see how
I don't think that he doesn't set up his punches. He does set up his punches, because a lot of the punches that he landed in close quarters will moving his head to the side, stepping into the middle, bending his knees, coming over here. He sets his punches up nicely.
3 scoring judges.
I just think he's very. From countries that his skin is very fragile. So if he touches him, he's gonna bleed.
But I don't think
that's my opinion.
Where you come from, if you know anything about boxing.
Madrimov's number 1 ranked in only WBA. Lubin is also ranked in WBC, and he's number 1. Hey, you can't explain boxing rankings. They just are what they are. So here comes the decision.
After 10 rounds of action here in Tashkent, Uzbekistan, we go to the judges' score totals, and they read as follows. Total Torga, 139. Pamela Iaspa, 99 to 90. 2, all three, winner by unanimous decision and still undefeated, Israil.
Yeah. And there you have it.
The big cheer goes up. It's a comfortable point swing. We're not going to argue with any of those cards. That was pretty straightforward in terms of the scoring. It wasn't straightforward for Madrimov in terms of the fight, but he did what he had to do, and he'll learn a lot, and so too will Imani Colombo, whose O has gone, and I think he might take a little bit of pride back with him to Johannesburg after this one. And as you say, Paul, thoughts of what might have been for him if he'd got going and believed in himself a little bit more in those early rounds. He made it far too easy for Madrimov tonight.
Yeah, he did. I think he.
All right, so there it is. There you have it. Israil Madrimov, he improves to 7-0 with 5 KOs, and maintains his #1 ranking in the WBA. A good showing. Like, you can't. Oh, there's a cartwheel. Oh, there you go.
Good show. He's a national hero.
There you have it. He gave the fans a cartwheel. He couldn't give them a knockout, but he gave them a cartwheel. So that's just as good. So yeah, he wins. I thought it was a good performance from him. But he clearly showed his vulnerabilities. He clearly showed that while he's good and he's got some great qualities about him, he's not quite ready for the top guys yet. I don't think he is. But we'll have to see. A good fight nonetheless, and I think it's a satisfactory performance. For the night. MMA The Champs Boxing Dynasty. He says, salute to BT. Salute to you, man. He says, true school's the truth. Facts. It's the untouchable. That's facts, baby. You damn right. I think Michael Sorrell is a WBA regular. He should be the route he should be the route he goes, but Sorrell is way above anybody he's fought. Yeah, man. Michael Sorrell. I always forget about Michael Sorrell, but that could be an option. Israel doesn't set traps or feint to make opponents think. I'll agree with you on the feinting part. Setting the traps, he does it in his own way. In his own little way, he does it. Israel versus Ocampo. Carlos Ocampo? Why not? Fight a former Earl Spence victim. I thought Beck Bully was with Diaz. I think he is. Who is he with? I'm pretty sure he is too, but I could be wrong. Don't take my word for it. Anyway, it's your boy BT, Brendan Taylor, the Untouchable True School Sports Empire. I gotta stand up, man, because it's what is it right now? It's 11:30 a.m. here in America. Went to bed late last night. It's freaking a long day ahead of us today, But look, hold on. I don't know how good my camera is. I'm gonna stand up. I'm gonna give you guys a little presentation. I'm gonna stand up to get my blood flowing because I'm really like a bit lethargic right now. So this is hold on. Where am I? I'm over here. So let me see. Let me get over here. I'm trying to be professional. So look, we got the homecoming. All right, we got the homecoming. So we are in the nitty gritty of the homecoming. So we had Israil Madrimov. He just scored a victory against Imani Colombo. Good performance. I'm not gonna lie to you. Israel had a good performance, but I was expecting a little bit more from Israil Madrimov. He left a little bit to be desired. Showing some vulnerabilities. I think he's beatable at 154. Okay, so I don't think that he's gonna have the best performance of the night. Okay, now you got Shakram Giashov, who here in America and amongst many boxing fans is still an unknown commodity, but I've had the opportunity to watch him fight a couple times. He's got a very athletic boxer puncher style that I think most people will like. So I think he's got a chance to have the performance of the night. And then you got Murodjon Akhmadaliev, the WBA and IBF super bantamweight champion of the world. His first defense against former world champion Isawa from Japan. So, he's got a chance to make a statement as well and put the world on game that, hey, not only am I just some champion at 122, but I'm the champion at 122. So we won't see, man. But I'm gonna post up next to this Mike Tyson picture for a little bit because I'm trying to wake up, man. I'm still trying to wake up. I guess all the Uzbekistan participants are gonna win 100%. Well, his fight, Akhmadaliev's fight's a bit tough. He's fighting a former world champion. He's favored, obviously, but his fight is not a gimme fight. But he should definitely be winning this fight. Who the hell is Giashov even fighting? Let's see. Who the hell is Giashov even fighting? That's what we need to find out. Who is Shakram Giashov going to square up with when he gets into that ring? Let's see. Go to the event. So Giashov is fighting Patricio Lopez Moreno for the WBA International 140-pound title. So let's see. Who is this guy? Patricio. Let's see. Has he fought any names we're familiar with? Not really. Okay, so he should be winning. This guy's been stopped before. He got stopped. Who did he get stopped by? He got stopped by some guy in Canada who was 13-0. So yeah, he should win. I mean, literally, it's a Uzbek card. So most of these fights are showcase fights. You know, it's the first time that the Uzbeks have gotten their own card like this. All the attention on them. So you know, of course, they're gonna make sure they put in there with guys that they can look good against. Although I will say Madrimov left a lot to be desired. I'm not gonna lie to you. Jesus M says drink some water. Listen, bro. Listen, I keep H2O on me. I drink water like a fish. If you guys want to know the secrets to looking younger than you actually are, drink a lot of water. Don't do drugs. Train. Just take care of yourself. What are my plans for today? My plans for today are is to stay live for this fight. Go live for Jamel Herring versus Frampton. I got to edit a couple videos. I'll probably take a nap somewhere in there, and then see what other videos I can do. You know, just it's a work day. The weekends are normally when I put in the most work. To be honest with you, if you want to keep it all the way real and 100. So I'm gonna stop talking. We got our next fight of the night. Shakram Giashov is on his way to the ring. So let's put that sound on and see what the hell they're singing there in Uzbekistan right now. I don't know who the hell is singing this song, but the fans are going nuts. So she's probably famous. She's probably not famous. But whoever the hell is walking out Shakram Giashov to the ring is probably extremely, extremely popular with Uzbekistan because the fans are going nuts when they found out who it was. Yo, this guy has the loudest ovation of the whole night so far. Is Giashov the most popular Uzbekistan fighter? He's got the loudest ovation so far from the whole crowd, so I don't know if it's because of him or because of the girl that's singing, but we'll see here in a second when he starts fighting. So Shakram Giashov 10-0, 8 KOs, 27 years old. Oh yeah, it's because of the girl. They're cheering for the girl because she's going crazy. I don't know what the hell she's saying, but she's really singing her heart out. Is there an upset coming? There could be. There could be an upset coming. All right. So Giashov's in the ring. Patricio Lopez is in the ring. It's your boy BT, Brennan Taylor, the untouchable True School Sports Empire. We here, man.
Uzbekistan, live on the zone around the world. We're set to go with the co-main event of the evening. It's all being done through courtesy.
All right, so co-main event, Giashov versus Lopez. It's a good fight. Giashov, one of the brightest prospects at 140. You know, if you're looking for guys that are going to be the future at 140, you know, this could be a guy right here.
This bout is sanctioned. The assistant of the Uzbekistan Professional Boxing Federation, the president Israil Madrimov.
Giashov, for those of you wondering, he was a silver medalist at the 2016 Olympics. The only guy that he lost to in the Olympics was Daniyar Yolusanov. So Make of that what you will. He had an amateur record of 158 and 26. You know, hell of a fighter. Hell of a fighter.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, 10 rounds of boxing schedule. The WBA International Super Lightweight Championship.
That's right. It's a big title.
Introducing first, the challenger. He fights out in the blue corner, wears the black shorts with the silver and purple trim, and stands with his head trainer, Leo Camacho. This southpaw scale is already 63.2 kilos. His professional record, 28 victories, 4 defeats. He has 20 big wins coming by way of
Patricio Lopez from Mexico.
He is the former WBC interim, FICA lightweight champion, presentando de La Paz, Baja California, México. Damas y caballeros, Patricio Epicuro Moreno.
There you go.
Moreno.
Epicuro Moreno. There he is. 2016 silver medalist. Yo, does Joel Diaz got a monopoly on all the Uzbek fighters? Jesus, man. He trained Madrimov. He trains this guy. I think he trains Bek Bully. He might even be training Murodjon, if I'm not mistaken. This guy trains everybody. What the fuck, man? He's got all the Uzbeks.
And the 2017 amateur world champion and the reigning, defending, undefeated WBA International Super Lightweight Champion from Bukhara, Uzbekistan.
Yo, David Diamante's killing these introductions. He's speaking Spanish. He's speaking Uzbek. He's doing his thing, man. David Diamante. I get impressed every time I watch him on the mic, you know, because he always learns enough of a country's culture to introduce them in a way that's very appealing to wherever the hell they're at. So like, got the Uzbeks going crazy, going nuts.
Center stage then for Shakran Giasov, the Brooklyn-based super lightweight, going up against the man from Baja California.
Round number one, Shakran Giasov versus Patricio Lopez. Round, WBC, I think, international title, WBO international titles online. So whoever wins this belt is looking at moving higher up in the rankings, which is what you want as a fighter. You want to always be moving up the rankings and progressing your career. Giasov in the gold trunks, Lopez in the black trunks. Lopez a southpaw, Giasov orthodox.
Sent out a few pouring left hands in the first few seconds, and suddenly converted it into a left hook that caught Perez completely stone cold.
There you go. Good defense there by Giasov so far. You know, Lopez got that long southpaw jab.
Like about him.
And he's moving. He's doing a lot of movement right now, Lopez.
He's likable. He seems to have it all. As we've heard in a couple of the videos from Mannix and Mora, with the saying about him, you know, he's got the looks, he can fight. Vitali's Perez win is a good win. It's a great name.
There you go. Good right hand from Giasov. And that got Lopez's attention.
In his career.
That got his attention a little bit. Good right hand there from Giasov here in round one.
Especially
coming in that high guard.
Really
jab up the top by Giasov.
Giasov. Last fight, he stopped one Winston Campos in 3.
There you go. Good feints there by Giasov. Lopez doing a good job moving so far, but I'm not sure how long he's going to be able to keep this moving up.
So those comparisons are getting made.
When Giasov starts touching him.
But nevertheless, Giasov is a man that is gunning to go to the very top in this division. And a lot of people will tell you he's got the tools that will take him an awful long way.
Decent right hand there by Giasov.
It was a left to the body that got rid of Campos. It was a left upstairs that got rid of Perez. He is very left-hand heavy.
There you go. Oh, good left foot from Giasov.
He might make himself an easy night's work.
He might.
Watch that.
Giasov
wide open.
When Giasov gets into that Roy Jones Jr. stance where he puts that lead hand down, that's when you know he's getting comfortable. He just did it there. Lopez, Patricio Lopez barrels down on top of him, throwing some punches. Some of them land, some of them don't. Good right hand by Giasov. Now he's backing him up.
Well, you've been stopped once, and that's a push, surely.
That's a push down there from Giasov. So no knockdown there. 44 seconds left here in round number one between Shakran Giasov and Patricio Lopez in our co-main event. The main event is next between Murodjon Akhmadaliev and Iwasa. So stay tuned for that here on True School Sports. Make sure y'all smash that like button. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. And here comes Jalolov with left hooks. Left hook up top. Left hook to the body. Patricio Lopez with the shoe-shine combinations. He's not doing nothing. Jalolov still on his face. Jalolov still looking to land some big shots.
At all. I feel a lot of blood coming from the head of Moreno as well. I think that cut is inside the hairline. Both of them, obviously, it's Gyasov's choice. Wearing
good counter right hand for Jalolov.
The Everlast MX is just the horsehair gloves.
All right.
Punches gloves. You can just see the blood coming down.
So a big cut on Patricio Lopez to round one. Jalolov off to a relatively positive start thus far.
That'll bleed heavily from up there.
You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all smash that like button. You know, shout out to all my Uzbekistan brethren. I don't know what the hell y'all are saying, but I hope it's positive. I hope it's positive, and I hope you're not cursing me out.
Well, an impressive start. Very, very good there.
So yeah, man, for those of you just tuning in, Jalolov is yo. Where are my English speaking viewers? Is everybody here in Uzbek? I haven't got an English speaking comment. I don't know how long, man. I'm getting lonely because I can't communicate with the Uzbeks like that. I don't speak the language. Like shout out to this guy and this dude. They got crazy long names. I can't pronounce their names, man.
Really heavy-handed.
Anyway, off to round two between Shakram Jalolov and Patricio Lopez.
Travel under his belt as well as a professional Gyasov, obviously based in Brooklyn.
There you go. Good jab again from Shakram Jalolov.
He's boxed in the US, has boxed a couple of times in Mexico, and boxed in London on the Joshua Povetkin undercard. Boxing in his home nation as well.
There you go. Good right hand from Jalolov.
Things.
I give Lopez credit. Lopez can move. He's got good movement, but
a big target area, Moreno.
I don't know how he's gonna get the respect of Jalolov. He don't look like he got the most power in the world or the kind of pop that's gonna keep somebody honest.
From Moreno, the straight left hand through. You do look at.
There you go. Good counter right hand from Jalolov.
Campaigning at lightweight because he's big, physically very big. I think his move up was long overdue. And what an Olympic final that was. This fella against Daniel Yelyusinov. Wouldn't mind seeing that in the pro game at some point.
It's one for the future, isn't it? Both
that'd be a good fight. Yulusnov versus Jalolov, the Olympic medal rematch in the pros.
You can see in the future, certainly.
Different weights at the moment, obviously.
Yeah.
But
there you go. Good body shot again by Jalolov. And right now, Lopez is making a very big mistake by staying on the ropes like that. You don't want to stay on the ropes. This guy knows what to do.
So yeah. A little sneaky left hook.
Yeah.
There you go. Good straight left hand by Patricio Lopez.
Yeah, I think Moreno's just
Jalolov just stalking him all around the ring.
His opponent here.
And Moreno, Lopez, Patricio Lopez, he's not moving no more, and now he's in trouble. Jalolov handing out. He's throwing big body shots, rib dinners up top, left hooks up top, right hands down the pipe, right down the middle.
So many fighters like Moreno from Mexico where they get in the ring and they're not the most physically, aesthetically pleasing fighters. They certainly don't look like bodybuilders. There's not much muscle definition, but boy, will they fight you all night. They'll just keep coming and coming. Tough, powerful, strong fighters. Proper fighting nation, Mexico.
There you go. Good right.
I saw him on the scales yesterday.
Good right again by Jalolov.
Wrong, and then I just had to remind myself.
There you go.
He's from Baja.
Jalolov teeing off on this dude. He's teeing off on him. I don't know how much longer the Patricio has left. I don't, because he's not moving. He's allowing Jalolov to set his feet, and he's bleeding profusely from the top of his head.
That cut is a nuisance. The corner have done as good a job as they can do with it.
His corner might have stopped the fight.
Nothing at the moment. It seems that Moreno can do to keep Jalolov off him.
Good uppercut from Moreno.
In there.
Good shot.
Yeah.
He's still fighting though. I give him that. He's still fighting.
Enough to keep him off him, to keep Jalolov off him.
There you go. Good left hook from Jalolov again.
To stop Jalolov from unloading and letting go and getting into a proper rhythm. He's just doing enough to just offset Jalolov at the moment, Moreno, just with the little jabs here and there.
Oh!
There you go.
And there it is, the first knockdown of the fight.
Yeah. There goes the breakthrough.
And Patricio Lopez is on the floor.
Very comfortable.
He's on the ground right now. He's on his feet.
And he needs to hear that bell.
And there it is. So he's made it past the second round. But he's getting his ass whooped from pillar to post. From Monday to Sunday, he's getting destroyed. He's getting pieced all the way up.
Was hurt. And Shakram Jalolov knows he hurt him. He's got such spiteful punches.
Oh, here you go. Black Magic Genetics over here to troll. Shout out to you, man. He says, let me spoil it for you. Madrimov won. He won already. Let's see some action, bro. Absolutely not. I'm not getting my channel taken down just because of you.
Listen, well in the corner, he doesn't look too phased or too.
You know what? I don't like when somebody else is watching a free stream and doesn't share the link. I'm not watching a free stream. I'm watching it on the Zone because I pay for my subscription, like a good boxing fan should. I already shared the link, so if you want to find the link, you're gonna have to scroll all the way up. Go all the way up to where the super chat is. There was a super chat from Ali313, and the link is right down below it. It's a live fight reaction. Live fight reaction. Not live fight. Live fight reaction. That means I'm reacting to the fight. Doesn't mean I'm showing it. I've been doing this shit for 5 years. Anyway. Round 3 of Giashav versus Patricio Lopez. And Giashav continues to just tee off on this guy. And now the heads are clashing a little bit.
He won the wrong fella, but
what was that all about?
he got buttered on the
There you go. Good left hook from Giashav. Giashav continues stalking, continues pressing Patricio Lopez.
Yeah, well, he's got the whole world against him at the moment, doesn't he, Moreno?
There you go. Good left hook to the body.
Just happily teeing off
from Giashav. And he's not moving no more. Patricio is not moving. Left hook from Giashav. Referee tells him to bring his hands up, to bring the punches up.
The old tricks of the trade coming in as Giashav's throwing the body shot. And then he goes up to the head. He uses the left arm to pull the hands down of Moreno to then throw the right hand in.
Yeah, Giashav
again, Moreno.
This was quicker to the counter.
Yeah, it really is. It's those fast hands.
Yeah, Giashav's dominating this fight right now.
Making Moreno miss and then
Moreno's got that big cut. And here he goes. Left hook up top, left hook downstairs from Giashav. I wonder if they're going to stop this fight because this is not a competitive fight at all. It's getting his ass whooped.
He's feeling this, and we're only halfway through the round.
Another body shot again from Giashav.
Again, he does mix it up nicely as well. Moreno gets through again with that left hand, and it just doesn't slow Giashav down one iota. He's back.
Oh, another body shot from Giashav. And I see Patricio's wincing at the body shots.
Very heavy going indeed, and he's still right on him.
Giashav's going to the left hook to the body every time. I'd like to see him throw the right hook to the body. Moreno seems to be obviously switching, and he's standing in the southpaw stance. The right hook to the body is the shot for Giashav. He's going for the left.
There you go. Good double hook from Giashav.
The right shot is there. The right hook to the body is there.
Good there you go. An overhand right from Giashav and a left hook, and that's another knockdown. I don't think Patricio is getting up for this one.
And then ripped him apart. And this one's over.
It's gonna be over.
Patricio Moreno hasn't moved.
And that's it. That is it. There's a big pool of blood in the middle of the ring. And Shakram Giashav improves to 11-0 with 9 knockouts. So a third round stoppage for Shakram Giashav. Easily the best performance of the night so far. And yeah, man, another tick over fight for him. So shout out to Giashav. I like Black Magic, man. Black Magic got jokes. He got hella jokes. I like him. Who's winning the fight? Well, it's over now. Shakram Giashav just beat the brakes off of Patricio. So now all we have left is the main event, and that's what it is. And then right now, it's 11:41. So I'm thinking, the main event probably will start like 12:15ish, somewhere around there. It'll end around like 12:45, maybe 1. Herring Frampton starts at 2. So yeah, after this live is done, I'm gonna take maybe an hour break, and then I'll come back with a different another live for the Frampton Herring fight. But yeah, man, I appreciate everybody who's definitely showed up so far. What do you guys think about that Herring Frampton fight? You see what is this? Got these. He said, no breaks, bro. Well, it's an intermission. I'm gonna have a minor intermission just because I need to eat. I need to eat some food. I woke up this morning. I shot 2 videos and I went right on live. And just all I knew, I ate water. I drank some water. I had a granola bar and a colache. I don't know if you know what a colache is, but I had a colache, which is it's like a a hot dog bun, or like it's like a croissant hot dog bun type thing with a hot dog in it, and the hot dog has cheese inside of it. So that's it, man. We gotta eat. But yeah, man. Shakman Jiashov got to win. You know, looking like, you know, he could be a definitely one for the future at 140. You know, he's definitely someone that if you're looking for that next generation of fighters at 140, you know, he definitely fits that description. You know, he's got the pedigree. You know, being 2016 Olympic silver medalist, 158 and like 29 as an amateur, and so far in the pros, been looking good. And almost every time I've seen Jiashov fight, he's looked pretty good. You know, I haven't really seen a performance from him yet. I think the only time I think he looked bad, if I'm not mistaken, he fought. Let me see. Make sure my memory. I'm pretty sure he fought Emmanuel Taylor. I could be wrong, but I'm more than sure he fought Emmanuel Taylor early in his career and didn't look good in that fight. He might look like trash, actually. Yeah, it was his 2019 fight. When he fought Emmanuel Taylor, I didn't think he looked that good in that fight. I thought it could have honestly been a draw, but they had them scores extremely wide. He didn't look that good in that fight to me. But since that fight, you know, against Dalius Perez, against Winston Campos, and then against Patricio Lopez Moreno, he's been beating the crap out of everybody. I mean, the last time he went the distance was the Emmanuel Taylor fight. Ever since then, it's been all knockouts. Just all knockouts. MMA mentality says, after a fight, please do your breakfast. Yeah, nah, absolutely. Nah, True School. True School needs food. Look at him. The body of Napoleon Dynamite. That's my favorite movie, so I take that as a compliment. If you think you're gonna insult me by calling me Napoleon Dynamite, that's the big compliment. And look, don't let the looks fool you, man. I know I look skinny, but the abs is straight stone. And sit-ups, the ab roller. I was doing some sparring yesterday. I'm getting better. Eat keto. Nah. Well, I don't know. I never had it. What is that keto stuff like? Can you turn your screen to the fight and then have a breakfast? Fuck no. Absolutely not. Do I want to fight? I never turned down no smoke in my entire life. In my entire life. So the answer to that would be a resounding yes. A yes. Let me see. Let's go back to that DAZN. Right now they're not showing anything. They're just showing a commercial. So yeah, let's go on. Let's check the boxing news. Let's see if anything's new in boxing since we started this live. I really do appreciate everybody here, man. This live is going a lot better than I thought it would go. I didn't think anybody cared about the Uzbekistan fighters, but I stand corrected. People do care about the Uzbekistan fighters. Nothing seems to be new right now. But Donnie Nieta says he's sick of these guys at 115, like Gaia Estrada, Wrong Masai, and Charlatito not fighting him. He said he wants to fight these guys. So hopefully on the Frampton Herring undercard, he can make a statement, you know, make a big statement. Israil Madrimov, though, he has a lot of work to do. I don't think. He said, "Yeah, you are too strong, like Bruce Lee." I'm pretty strong. I agree with your statement. No, I don't care about them. I just saw you and Tia going live. Well, okay, I appreciate the fact that you just came to watch me and the great T Street Controversy. Shout out to him. No, absolutely not. I support you do because you comment a lot, and I really do enjoy your comments. I enjoy all your comments. Black Magic Genetics. So our next fight is the main event. Still waiting for it to happen. Jiashov just exited the ring. Murodjon Akhmadaliev making his first unification title defense against Rosuke Iwasa. So, you know, that's the next fight. You know, Murodjon Akhmadaliev looking to make a lot of. I like Ruben. You funny, man. Ruben said, "Yo, BT, show the fight," in all caps. He said, "LMFA, I'm joking." I know you're joking. You know better than that. You know better than that, champ. Oh man, this weekend's a good little tune-up. This weekend's a good little tune-up for next weekend, because next weekend's gonna be the real weekend when we have, you know, Connor Bennett in the daytime. We got Jerron Ennis at night, Joe Smith at night. You know, Trey Libby Morrison, F.A. Jogbus by next week. You know, next weekend might be one of the best weeks boxing has had all year. You know, just with all the cards going on. So I'll be live all week next weekend as well. Is Shakram good? I don't know. I mean, he's solid. I'll say he's solid. The only like semi decent opponent he's fought, in my opinion, was Emmanuel Taylor, and he won the fight. But to me, he didn't look that good in that fight. He's a good athlete. He's got good technical skills as well, but there's still a lot of work that needs to be done with him. He needs to learn to work behind his jab a little bit more and not rely so much on exploiting on the inside or when he's in mid range. But he's got the talent. He's got the talent to be a top contender at 140 pounds. And with 140 is going to dry up. 140 is going to dry up soon because you're not going to have Taylor or Ramirez there in the foreseeable future. So, I mean, you got good fighters like Jesus M. mentioned Elvis Rodriguez for the Chakram. Honestly, in that fight, I don't know, man. I think if the Chakram Gia shot that fought Emmanuel Taylor shows up to that fight, Elvis Rodriguez is going to beat the shit out of him, in my opinion. But Chakram's improving. Chakram's getting better. So, we'll see how he goes. And look, the Uzbeks are going nuts. The Wonder Boy, Giashov. My man, Uzbek Namatov. There you go. Shout out to my man. No, he's definitely a somebody to watch out for. But now we patiently wait for that unified champion Murodjon Akhmadaliev. He's a guy that a lot of people think is the best fighter at 122. Which we'll see. We'll see. This is his first title defense, and they say you're not a true champion until you make a title defense. So, he's gonna have to make it. He's gonna have to prove it in this fight and in the fights to come. But for my money right now, I think the best 122 pounder. As much as I hate to say it right now, I think the best one at 122 is Stephen Fulton because he's beaten Adam Lopez. He beat my boy Angelo Leo, who I think, in my opinion, Angelo Leo would whoop Murodjon if they fought. So if Murodjon wants that smoke, he can get it with Angelo Leo at some point. But he beat Angelo Leo at his own game. He showed levels, versatility as a fighter. So for my money right now, Fulton has to be the best at 122. The resume, Fred says, I don't get it. What's with people with high expectations? These guys are just starting their careers. I'm not going hard on Chakram. I like Chakram Giashov. I think he's a good fighter. I understand with him, if he has a bad performance, it's okay because he's still early on in his developmental stage. The fighter he is now isn't going to be the fighter he is when he's in his 20th fight or his 25th fight. So I'm not hating on Chakram. I'm not, people have high expectations for Chakram because Chakram was a 2016 silver medalist because of his amateur exploits, because of the ability they see. If anything, that's a good thing, not a bad thing. How the hell do you know so much about 122? I have a lot of people that I know, like personally. I have a lot of friends and people I know in boxing that fight in that weight class. So like Angelo Leo, I know him. He fights at 122. There's a prospect back home in South Florida named Dominique Trap Francis. He's very good. He's like 9-0. He fights at 122. I don't know. Gamal Yafai, another friend of the channel. He just won the European title. He fights at 122 as well. I think right now he's ranked number 9 in like the WBO. Let's see if I'm right. 9 in the WBO. Where's he at? Am I right? Is he 9 in the WBO? Yeah, I got it right without even looking. 9 in the WBO. That's crazy. That's just crazy. I don't know how I got that right, but we did it. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Have you heard of Jaron Ennis from Philadelphia? What are your thoughts on him? Of course. How could I have a boxing channel and not have heard of Jaron Ennis? What do I think about him? I think Jaron Ennis, in my opinion, if we're talking about just pure skills, I think he is the most skilled welterweight in the world. I'm not saying he's the best, but I'm saying he has, at this moment in time, I think he has the most tools. He has the most skills in the division. He can box orthodox. He can box southpaw. He's got speed. He's got power. He's got defense. He's got athleticism. When you think about what you would want a fighter to be, every positive attribute you'd want a fighter to have, he has pretty much all of them. He has all of them. The only thing that we don't know about Jaron Ennis is his durability. Can he take a punch? Can he withstand big shots? We don't know because we haven't seen him really punch too much. And his brothers, who are also professionals, they have a reputation for being a bit chinny. So maybe people think it could be a family problem that the Ennises are chinny. Also, you know, with him, I believe he also got stopped in the amateurs by Gary Russell, not Gary Russell Jr., but the other Gary Russell. So there's a lot of questions about the chin of Ennis, but other than that, hell of a fighter. And he'll be world champion, no doubt about it. Yeah, it is pretty cool. So I get to see these guys. You know, I've always wanted to see people. I've always been very interested to see one of my friends fight each other. Like I want to see Gamaliel fight versus Angel Leo. Be very interesting to see because I talk to them both all the time. So we'll see, man. We'll see what happens at 122. Let me see what's going on with. Oh, I think the ring walk's gonna start, so I'll put that sound on right now. So sound on. Wait, sound on. When the hell is David Diamante gonna get a haircut, man? This guy has more hair. This guy has more hair than some of the girls I know. Uh-oh. The Uzbek guys the Uzbek guys are very well schooled. They respect boxing. They're very disciplined fighters. I like the Uzbek fighters. I'll put that on mute for a second. He said, Jesus M asked the question, did you hear Robert Garcia backpedaling saying maybe Crawford versus Virgil in 2 years to build a fight bigger? Why rush him? I mean, look, I'm not surprised that he's saying that. He's sensible as a trainer, but his fighter and his promoter were saying other things otherwise. So, you know, hey, why do that to Virgil? You know, Virgil could become the next Fernando Vargas in a bad way. You know, be ruined before he even gets started. I just think, look, if Crawford didn't have any options, then it would have been a good fight to make. But it looks like Crawford, according to Bob Arum, you know, they're gonna go ahead and watch. They're gonna go ahead and make the Pacquiao fight happen, allegedly. You know, but then Pacquiao's Manny Pacquiao Promotions CEO Sean Gibbons says no, it's nonsense. It's not happening. So we'll see what happens with Crawford in this big pay-per-view announcement that Bob Arum says gonna happen. Do you think Danny Garcia should just hang the gloves? Yes, I think he's overachieved dramatically in his career, and he's been a gatekeeper 147 for a very long time now. And if he makes the stupid mistake of going up to 154, he's going to get splattered all over the canvas. I promise you, he'll get stopped for the first time in his career. It will definitely happen. He mentioned fighting Jermell Charlo. Jermell Charlo will iron him out. But anyway, I appreciate you, Fred. I appreciate all the comments. Make sure y'all smash that like button if you haven't done so already. If you're new to the channel and you like these lives, we do them all the time. I'll be live again later on for Frampton versus Herring. So stop on by for that one. And subscribe to the channel because we do these all the time. There's lots of great content on the channel. There's great interviews and just all kinds of stuff. So yeah, go check out all that stuff and subscribe to the channel for sure. You will not be disappointed. Now let's go to the main event. Sound on for Isawa versus Akhmadaliev. Isawa just now getting into the ring. He's taking forever. Bro, the stream is over. Is this live? Yeah, it's live. What you mean? What you mean the stream is over? Let me see. Man, I'm still here. They all won the game. Yeah, they're winning the game. They won the match. All right. So now we're just patiently awaiting Murodjon Akhmadaliev to make his way to the ring for the first defense of his title. Titles, I should say, more than one. Uh-oh.
Uzbekistan. Here is the reigning, defending, undefeated, and unified maniac, and IBF Super Bantamweight Champion of the World, Murodjon Akhmadaliev.
There you go. Here he comes. And there you go. Murodjon Akhmadaliev he's getting love from the hometown Uzbeks. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. So far, yes, all the Uzbeks have won. None of the Uzbeks have lost. The fight between Madrimov and the General Colombo was over. What do you think? The judges didn't condemn Colombo. You're talking about condemning from what? He lost. He lost. Are you saying the judges? Are you saying the judges should have made it wider? I don't know what you're saying. But it was a good fight. It was a good fight. I thought Madrimov boxed very well in spots of the fight. You know, he still showed that he's still not ready for the top guys. You know, he's got to work on his defense a little bit. He's got to work on boxing for 12 rounds instead of just 6, and I think he'll get hit a lot less. All right, so Murodjon Akhmadaliev in the ring, getting ready to defend his titles against the former champion Iwasa from Japan. And we're about to cap off this Uzbekistan homecoming with a bang.
Challenger and champion with the respective national anthems. We begin with the national anthem of Japan.
All right, so I'll put it on mute because I don't want to talk during anybody's national anthem, but we'll get some comments. So my man, Beg Murdoch, I'm not going to try to say your first name, but Beg Murdoch, he says, if you are given a fight against Giashav, what would I do? If I had to fight Giashav, I got to punch him in his face. What you mean, what am I going to do? What am I going to do, sit there and not do anything? No, I got to punch him in his face. I got to go for all the smoke. Got to go punch him in his face to the best of my abilities, but me and him are different weights. And I'm not a professional fighter. But like I'm a lot closer to the size of Murodjon. Me and Murodjon Akhmadaliev are about the same size. Not Giashav. Giashav's a bit too big. But you know, anybody that you fight, whether it's a professional fighter or a regular amateur in the gym, your objective is to punch them in the face as much as possible and you not get punched back. And listen, I can't afford to get punched in the face because I gotta stay handsome for the cameras, you know. I gotta stay nice and handsome for the cameras. Keep the $1 million mouthpiece intact, you know what I'm saying? All right, so let's see if these national anthems are close to concluding. Right now, oh, the Uzbekistan national anthem is on right now. Let's hear that one. Wow. Joel Diaz is training so many Uzbekistan fighters that he's even got his hand over his heart. He's low key an Uzbek. Joel Diaz is an Uzbek. He trained Akhmadaliev. He trained Madrimov. He trained I think he trains Giashav as well. This guy is a freaking Uzbek. Low key, he's half Mexican, half Uzbek. Yeah, I don't know what the hell they're saying in their language, but the national anthem sounds pretty dramatic. I like it. I like the Uzbek national anthem. It's a nice national anthem. I'll give it to him. It's a nice national anthem. All right, so if you're here right now, smash that like button. Take the time to subscribe. It's your boy BT, Brendan Taylor, the untouchable True School Sports Empire. We're here for the main event. Let's listen to David Diamante. Oh, the world, Craig. Shout out to all the Uzbeks who are saying things I can't understand. We always get confused for the Latinos, although we are Uzbeks. It's possible. I've seen, because I'm from Miami, and there's a boxing gym in Miami that I go to a lot to do interviews, and literally all the Uzbeks, I mean, not all the Uzbeks, but a couple of the Uzbeks could pass for like Colombian or Puerto Rican. I've seen a couple of Hispanic-looking Uzbeks. Can I leave a link for the broadcast for people to watch live? I already did that. I did that once already. If you missed it, you missed it. I already did it. Crackstreams.com is where y'all can go. From France, Vincent Dupont. From Italy, Matteo Della. And from Germany, Holger Langman. And to sound it out, your third man in the ring from Russia, referee Yuri Kopsev. And now, ladies and gentlemen, from the four corners of the world, from the four corners of this ring, right here for the first time in history in Tashkent. All right, I'm a nice guy. You guys are very lucky. I'm such a nice guy. I love the boxing fans from all over the world. So I'm gonna do you guys a solid. Do y'all want the link? There's a link. Do not ask me again. There is a link. There you go. Shout out to all the Uzbeks. Do me a favor and smash that like button. Smash that like button, and that'd be a great help. I appreciate you, Alex. Thank you so much, man. God bless. Shout out to you and all the Uzbeks and all the Americans and everybody around the world. Well then, hey, I don't know what to tell you. All right. Iwasa. All right, so I'm gonna focus in on this main event. You guys can chime in and watch along as you see fit. He fights under the red corner and wears the white trunks with the blue trim. He stands with his head trainer, Diaz. He's scaled at already 55 kilos. His professional record, a perfect one. 8 fights, 8 injuries, 6 of them. There he is. There's Murodjon. He is the 2016 Olympic bronze medalist and the reigning. How are you watching the fight pass? I have the zone. I pay for the zone. No problem. I'm glad I can help you guys out there. Make sure y'all subscribe and like the channel, all that stuff. And we'll be live later on again for the Jamel Herring fights. If y'all want to come watch along the fights with Jamel Herring, feel free to come and chime in, and I'll definitely be interacting with all the fine people out there in the world, all the great boxing fans. If Lee Haskins beat Iwasa, Murodjon Akhmadaliev will smash him. We'll see, man. You can't always use triangle theories, but Murodjon should beat him. This is the Uzbekistan showcase card. They're not going to pick a guy that they don't think Murodjon can't beat. Like they wouldn't put Murodjon in there with Angelo Leo on this card.
Murodjon Akhmadaliev in this feverish atmosphere here in Tashkent, putting those belts on the line against the man who wants one of those belts back, Ryosuke Iwasa. the former IBF champion, looking to reclaim that belt and add the WBA super bantamweight title as well.
So round one of
Scheduled for
Akhmadaliev versus Iwasa. You got your rare southpaw versus southpaw matchup. Iwasa looking to regain his title tonight. You know, Iwasa definitely has the reach and size advantage.
Such an exciting division. So much talent.
Iwasa putting that jab out there, putting that stick on him immediately. Putting that stick on him immediately with those winning boxing gloves on.
Beaten by Stephen Fulton. What a prospect he looks. Luis Neri.
There you go. Good jab there by Murodjon.
The likes of Brandon Figueroa, Raisa Lee, Michael Conlon, this side of the Atlantic. And these two. It's going to be a very busy division over the next 2 or 3 years, you feel?
I smashed the button, bro. I love to smash more if possible. Yo, Alex, you better not be talking to me. I don't bat for the other team champ. I like women. I like women, man.
Earlier success, becoming Uzbekistan's first unified world champion.
Good job there by Iwasa.
Olympians to scale the peak as a pro.
Murodjon right now trying to step in with that jab and get his range. Same with Iwasa. It's a bit of a feel out round so far. The first
coming out.
Almost minute and a half.
Good jabs landed from Akhmadaliev.
There you go. Good touch jab there by Iwasa. And then left hand from Iwasa.
From Iwasa.
I like that Iwasa's been happy to hit the road recently in his career as well. You know, there's
there you go. Good body shot there by Iwasa. Murodjon trying to find a play on the inside.
Just said, well, listen, I'll go with the fights up.
Murodjon swings and misses on a big right hook.
Just going to say before he threw that right hand, though, Akhmadaliev, the shots there, Iwasa's looking very relaxed and leaving his chin high and his hands low. And
there you go. Good left hander on the guard by Iwasa. Iwasa boxing and moving.
Pretty durable time.
There you go. Good body shot. Iwasa. And then a double jab from Iwasa. Right now, he's boxing. I think he's boxing pretty good against Akhmadaliev right now. Akhmadaliev has had a hard time getting in so far.
What a domestic bantamweight title fight that was. And then he was absolutely dead at the weight and gone halfway around the world and trying to do with Lee Haskins in a leisure centre, little sports hall in Bristol, no atmosphere. And he just was right that night.
Good left hand that just misses by Akhmadaliev. He just missed that one.
Very, very difficult for Murodjon Akhmadaliev.
Iwasa's made him miss a
double jab, right hook from Akhmadaliev.
Just not doing it enough to make him pay and counter.
Body shot comes in there from MJ.
There you go. Good jab again by Akhmadaliev.
Yeah, both been busy with the jabs. Nice body shot. Might have been a little bit low, but it was on the blind side.
I like
the referee there.
I thought he lost on that first round.
He's in the history books.
See, I support the zone, but I have a problem with them forcing me to pay to watch these fights. I could see that, man. I mean, I like this card. It's been an okay card, but it's like I wouldn't necessarily pay for it. But I'm getting other fights included, so I'm not mad about it. You know, they put on the Cholatito Estrada fight, so I can't hate on the zone.
Akhmadaliev landed the better shot. As I said, he just fell short with that right hook, that lead right hook. But you can see how relaxed Iwasa is, and he's standing on with his hands down, his chin in the air.
So Iwasa, you know, he did a good job using that range to not allow Murodjon to close that gap on him, and he's having his way so far through round one. You know, but he can't allow Murodjon to close that gap because if Murodjon gets close to him, Murodjon's gonna be able to punish him. And if you guys can't watch that link, I am not gonna go look for the link right now and miss the fight just because you guys can't find the link. That is your responsibility, not mine. I got a DAZN account. You know, I pay for it. So
in the United States, he is based out of
good jab there by Murodjon.
On the West Coast.
Murodjon Akhmadaliev, he's in his chest now. Murodjon's in his chest now.
At the end of that first round, Iwasa's going to be.
That is not what Iwasa wants.
Foot here, and that jab is starting to become a bit of a weapon already here for Akhmadaliev.
There you go. Sharp jab by Akhmadaliev, and now Iwasa's having some serious problems. That is not where he wants to be.
Not really letting him off the ropes too much. He's just cutting the ring.
Yeah, this is a very, very carefully matched card. They're trying to make sure that all the Uzbeks get a win.
Every time.
Whether they look sensational or not is a whole other thing, but they're trying to get them all a win.
Just struggling to judge the distance a bit here in Iwasa.
Man, I can't for the Herring Frampton card. This card has been so whatever.
Just, not landing at all.
What do you guys think?
Closing down here at Akhmadaliev. Keep that pressure on.
1 minute and 50 seconds left here in round 2 as Murodjon closes the gap. Good body shot again from Murodjon. Body shot to the right, body shot to the left. We want. I'm gonna call my man Black Magic Genetics. All right. I want to see a slobber knocker from Jim Ross.
It's how he fights. He is relaxed.
The chat of that stream is racist. Oh, on crack streams, I'm sure of it. They say crazy things over there on crack streams.
Overhand left hand from the southpaw stance go. He's fell short with it a couple of times, but it's only going to be a matter of time until he finds the target with it.
Here you go. Good jab there by Iwasa.
Good jab.
What's up, champ? How you living? You good? Much love to you over there in Uzbekistan.
And I think they all landed clean.
Good stuff. And then there's that overhand left hand I was talking about.
There you go. Murodjon still closing the gap. Murodjon still making his way into that distance. Much better round here from Murodjon.
He tried to establish that as a lead.
There you go. Good left hand there from Iwasa. There you go.
Lead backhand. Iwasa with another borderline body shot.
Come on, man. Come on, Murodjon. You at home, man. You at home. Make a statement, man. You on the zone. You on worldwide television. You can't be coming out here to put on an amateur fight. Come on.
Overhand left hand.
Come on, Murodjon. Do something.
Lead hand work from him.
Iwasa do something. One of y'all do something. Somebody do something.
Damage with that.
Yeah, it's not a feeling.
There you go.
Jab. He's used as a scoring shot, as a hateful shot. I'd like to see the left hand come into play after it, though.
Ooh,
he's leading off.
Good 1-2 from Murodjon Akhmadaliev.
Yeah, he's not bringing it into play.
All right, so
he is leading.
I got a 1-1.
Another good round for Murodjon.
Boring ass fight so far, to be honest with you. But what do you think? Who's gonna win? I think Murodjon will win. Iwasa doesn't have. I don't think Iwasa has the punching power or like the smarts to consistently land the way he wants to on Murodjon. What's the email and password, bro? I'm not telling you that. I don't even remember myself, so you're done for. I can't even say. I couldn't even say if I wanted to.
The jab we were talking about, it just misses with the left hand. Iwasa's felt the 2 jabs and he's got closer towards Akhmadaliev to nullify that shot. Just falls short.
All right, so Murodjon Akhmadaliev. We're about to head into the 3rd round of him making his first defense of the unified titles.
Iwasa's still really sharp.
Murodjon Akhmadaliev
still got loads of energy, still plenty in the tank.
I want to see him pick it up. Hopefully, this 3rd round he can start picking up a little bit more.
That will start to find the target.
Yeah, and those jabs will help drain it.
All right, so round 3 of Murodjon Akhmadaliev versus Iwasa. It's your boy Big T, the untouchable, True School Sports Empire. And here comes Murodjon Akhmadaliev. He's bouncing in, bouncing out, shooting hard, straight, left hands to the head of Iwasa.
Nice pace, doesn't he?
There you go. 2 jabs and a little right hook there. And an up jab from Murodjon. And Murodjon's trying to piece this dude up. Murodjon is piecing up Iwasa slowly but surely. Round by round.
Yeah, blocked off the lead hand there of the Japanese fighter very nicely.
I don't know what's going on with Iwasa's left hand, but he's doing this like Leo Santa Cruz thing where he like waves his hand like this.
He's a little guilty of getting caught too many shots. You can see the reddening around his face. Iwasa, he's blinking. The shots are landing now. He's taking far too many shots at the moment at this stage in the fight, Nick.
Yeah, absolutely.
There you go. Good body shot again from Murodjon.
Deal with it at all. That's opening him up.
You see the look on both fighters' faces. You can see the look on Akhmadaliev's face.
There you go. Good defense there from Murodjon Akhmadaliev. He's commanding that distance right now. As a shorter fighter, he's commanding that distance with his defense, with his jab. And then as I say that, Iwasa lands a nice little uppercut.
Involved with a little bit.
But Murodjon, you can see Murodjon, he's starting to get into a good little flow. He's bouncing in, bouncing out, stepping in hard with that jab. There you go. Double jab by Murodjon. Murodjon's having his way.
This is where Akhmadaliev wants him to be now. He wants Iwasa with his back to the ropes. That jab is key. Jab, 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 and then try and launch.
There you go. 2 body shots and a left hand from Murodjon Akhmadaliev.
At the moment, he's just falling short. But as I keep saying,
Nah, I'm not Black Magic. I'm not an AOL dial-up. I'm just out in the country, in the middle of nowhere. So
jabs landing, tough as anything as well. Iwasa, tough, durable.
He doesn't want to be eating these jabs all night long. He really doesn't. Oh, he just switched it up nicely there. Disguised the jab, sent it round the back of the guard.
It's impressive so far from Akhmadaliev.
There you go. Another jab at Murodjon.
Really talented to do something like this in so fewer fights. Unified world champion.
There you go. Good left hand from Iwasa.
There.
There you go. Another jab by Murodjon. Murodjon getting into a nice little flow right now. But
that was nice.
Iwasa's still on the fight. Iwasa's throwing some good body shots.
Trying to work his way into this fight now.
Where is Pops? Pops is in Florida. I'm not in Florida. I'm in Texas.
Signs of encouragement there for him.
Everybody, I get asked that question like once every stream. I'm not with my dad right now. I'm in Dallas, Texas. I've been here for like a month.
Well, he's got an engine on him, Ryosuke Iwasa. We know that. He's going to need it.
All right, so I got Murodjon Akhmadaliev up 2 rounds to 1.
Setting through the first 3 rounds of this one.
Yeah, and he's
getting into a good flow, bouncing in and out, using that jab, and you can start to see. If you look in the corner right now, there's a lot of swelling going on with Iwasa.
Them jabs will bust your face up if you keep taking them all night. He's accurate. Akhmadaliev, he's finding a target. Even when he's missing with the left hand, he's coming back with that sort of screw shot type lead hand of his.
What do you guys think about Akhmadaliev's performance so far? Because it's a cool performance, but it's not really doing anything to convince me that he's going to beat Fulton or Angelo Leo or Figueroa. I don't know. Murodjon is cool, but I'm not really gassed up on Murodjon like that. To be honest with you, I'm not the most hyped up for Murodjon Akhmadaliev. Let's see the exclamation point. Let's see if Murodjon can really show a clear-cut separation here around 4.
Belts on the line against the former IBF champ Ryosuke Iwasa. Little moments there in that last round, Iwasa. He needs a lot more of those moments to start winning.
Akhmadaliev is winning the fight so far. I've got Akhmadaliev up 2 rounds to 1. He lost the first round, which was a feel-out round, and the second round and third round, he's won pretty clearly. Right now, he's showing a good jab. He's bouncing in. He's bouncing out. He's getting into a nice little rhythm. I want to see him continue to land some harder shots, though.
Bit of blood from the nose of MJ there, Akhmadaliev.
Oh, MJ is so much easier, isn't it?
It is.
There you go. Good left hand again from Akhmadaliev, and then he ties him up.
I think we both knew
referee separates them.
We'd be struggling for some of the names, some of the pronunciations.
Rais Alim and Louis Neri are the boogeymen of that division? I don't think so.
It's good to see quality fights.
Alim is good though. I like Alim.
Good opponents.
Yeah.
Good fighters.
Really
Alim's gonna get his fights.
Really good looking.
Alim will get big fights soon.
And in the main, it's lived up to it. One or two of the opponents a little bit.
There you go.
Lacking.
Good left hand again from Murodjon Akhmadaliev.
The main fights have been good, and this is better again from Akhmadaliev. That's nice.
That's better.
Yeah, it was.
There you go. Good jab again from Akhmadaliev.
He just needs more of it, Iwasa, but the pace.
Iwasa, he's boxing so inconsistent. Like he'll have these little 10-second spells where he just looks great, looks fantastic, throwing punches, slipping punches. Looks like a guy who's been champion before. But then he just has these lapses and allows Murodjon to do whatever he wants.
Just not
Pisses
showing
me off.
Akhmadaliev any kind of reasons to discourage him from this forward motion. He's very confident.
12 rounds or 10. I'm pretty sure it's a 12 rounder because it's a championship fight, but I'll check. Let me see.
That's what I was trying to get the point across in the first
Normally, almost every championship fight, it's always 12 rounds, but
don't jab.
There's no
gap. 2 jabs and a backhand straight away. He landed it there. It's a good shot.
Yeah, it's 12.
There you go again. It was a nice shot
It's
again.
definitely
a little right uppercut inside from.
It's a nice response from Iwasa there to the
Iwasa, man. Lead. Now he's starting to throw punches, throwing uppercuts.
I keep thinking that Iwasa's hit his left hand. He keeps
he's showing it all the time
from side to side, which you normally see from a fighter when you've injured the hand.
He's been reluctant to throw it, but that was a nice left counter that he did land there.
I think it's just one of them habits that many fighters have. A lot of them touch their eyebrow. A lot of them touch the waistbands.
There you go. Good uppercut from Murodjon. And Murodjon's got Iwasa on the retreat. And Iwasa ties him up. And that concludes round number 4. I've got Murodjon up 3 rounds to 1.
It's another round when Ryosuke Iwasa had his moments, and there was a lovely counter left there.
Man, fuck. Man, this fight. Pick it up. Come on, guys. Pick it up.
So high.
What do you guys think? For those of you that are watching along, what do you guys think about Murodjon?
Comfortable, but it's obviously
I think he's winning the round.
Decent pace this fight. Showing why he's unified champion and where he belongs. Good stuff from Iwasa. I thought we mentioned he had a couple of little moments of success in that round.
Black Magic says we went old school real fast listening to the fight. Damn right. Might as well. You ain't missing much.
Seconds, it forced Akhmadaliev onto the back foot. Not for long. It's the first time I'd seen Akhmadaliev take a couple.
All right, so round number 5 between Murodjon Akhmadaliev and Iwasa. Good jab there by Murodjon.
Starting to really mark up.
Oh, big uppercut from Murodjon. And here comes Akhmadaliev. He's uncorking big shots, and they're landing. They're snapping his head back. And Iwasa's in trouble. That boy is in trouble. Oh, big left hand from Murodjon. And Murodjon is throwing grown man punches. Punches with bad intentions. Left hooks, right hooks, jabs. Oh my God. Here comes Murodjon. Come on, Murodjon. Come on, champ. Overhand left, right hook. Iwasa's in trouble. And he's got an eternity left to go. It's about damn time you did something. Come on, Murodjon.
Bossing it here in round 5. As he
Murodjon Akhmadaliev with his best and most exciting combinations of the fight so far. Uppercuts, hooks, jabs. He's got Iwasa in some deep, dark, and uncomfortable places right now. He don't want to be.
Absolute world class head and body.
Here comes Iwasa.
When he started this round, where he jabbed to the body again, and he got a reaction on the feint.
Murodjon hit him with some big uppercuts and right hooks that snapped his head back and had him on the retreat. Didn't drop him, didn't buckle his legs, but it definitely buzzed the guy's attention. There he goes again. More uppercuts. Oh, and 4 punches down the middle. Here comes Murodjon. Look at him. And that's it. That is it. Let's go home, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go home. Murodjon Akhmadaliev puts the exclamation point on the fight. 5th round stoppage and a straight ass beating of Ryosuke Iwasa. And he retains his unified championship by stopping the former world champion in 5 rounds. Murodjon Akhmadaliev puts the bow on the Uzbekistan card. Uzbekistan stand up. Black Magic wants to know, is there blood? No, not really. He was just getting hit a lot. There is a little bit of swelling. I mean, yeah. Some people think that the announcers believe that the stoppage was premature. And I could definitely see the stoppage being labeled as premature. But this guy was getting hit with 5, 6, 7 punches unanswered, and he wasn't throwing anything back. And when you're a referee, you gotta always look out for that kind of thing, because the fighter isn't your friend. You know, you gotta protect him, and you have to do what's best for the fighter, even against his own will.
It's a bad stoppage. But listen, it's not Akhmadaliev's fault. He's got the win, but I really feel for the Iwasa there. I think that's a really premature stoppage.
I'm still stunned. Absolutely shocked.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I mean, it was a great combination from Murodjon, but I think now that I'm thinking about it, I think it was a premature stoppage. But it's Iwasa's fault. It's a premature stoppage, but it's Iwasa's fault for not throwing anything back.
It's a shame.
I mean, I don't know what they teach Iwasa in Japan at his gym, but where I'm from, they specifically teach us, if somebody is throwing a bunch of punches at you and you're hurt, throw punches back at them, because
and you know who else knows it's premature? Joel Diaz.
Hold on, bro.
Afterwards, he'll be surprised.
I hate when this happens. Hold on.
Yeah.
Putting words in my mouth. Alex Black says, "True school, bro. You said you thought Iwasa would win. I never thought Iwasa would win. What are you talking about? I said Murodjon should win this fight, and it was a good fight for him. I never, ever said Iwasa won this fight. To be truthfully honest with you, I barely know who the hell Iwasa is. I've only seen like 1 or 2 of his fights ever. I forgot he even existed before today, to be honest with you. So I don't know what you're talking about. I picked Murodjon to win this fight. I don't know where you got that from. I said he was a good fighter. I said he was a former world champion. I said it could be a good fight for Murodjon, but I never said he'd win. Anyway, let's get back to the fight.
Exactly, Nick. I just think that's a look. Yeah. You can see what it means. Just the team, never mind the fighter in Iwasa and what he'll be going through. That was
Iwasa's entire team is crying right now. They're pretty sad.
Durable. The referee should do his homework on these fighters anyway and know that this is a durable fighter and this is a fighter who
I never said that. I never said Iwasa won this fight. I never said that. I said he won the first round. He's still undefeated and still the unified heavyweight super bantamweight champion of the world from
Well, that's all that matters as far as the crowd here in Tashkent are concerned. Murodjon Akhmadaliev retains his belts. Ryosuke Iwasa graciously accepts defeat. His tournament can't quite believe it. And I'm with you, Paul. At no point did I feel Iwasa was threatening to turn it around. He was behind on the cards, clearly. But it's a world title fight.
It's a world title fight, exactly, Nick. And I think
I'm not gonna lie to you guys. For those of you just funneling in, just tuning in, and I appreciate all the Uzbeks people that came here. If this is your first time on the channel, make sure you subscribe and keep following the channel. You know, we've got a lot of great content coming out. I'll be live for the Carl Frampton fight versus Jamel Herring in about an hour and a half or so. So come back for that if you guys have time. But as far as the fight in Murodjon, you know, it went. I mean, I thought Murodjon would win. You know, contrary to what some of you guys are saying, because I don't know why the hell you thought I said Iwasa would win. I never said that, but Murodjon won like I thought he would. You know, he was landing some great uppercuts and left hooks and had Iwasa in some very big trouble. Iwasa had to really all he had to do to avoid that situation was just punch back a little bit more, and I think what would have happened. But I think you should question the referee because it's a championship fight. It's a championship fight, and normally you allow people in championship fights to go out on their shield. And it was very, very, very premature. The stoppage was I'm not gonna say it wasn't unwarranted because Iwasa wasn't throwing anything back, but you usually allow a fighter who's been getting pieced up in a championship fight to get pieced up until he can't get pieced up no more. You know, so that didn't happen. And Iwasa's entire team is incredibly distraught and sad. And they can't for the life of them understand how that happened, you know. But we'll take a couple comments and then we'll get up on out of here. Shout out to my man Ronnie Dio. He says the ref 100% had some money on the under 7.5 rounds for sure. He's a crook. Perhaps so. He might have went to some sort of casino and placed a bet on it. You know, you can never put anything past anybody in boxing. You know. Jesus M says Iwasa was a threat for the upset. He was, and listen, he boxed well in spots of the fight. He boxed well when he decided to let his hands go. He had the size, he had the reach, and he had some good speed as well. But it was too far and too few in the rounds. And Murodjon was able to sit there and pick his shots and sit down and throw uppercuts and right hooks and put him in places I know he didn't want to be. Reckless aggression by Murodjon and Uzbekistan boxers. Yeah, man. I mean, all the Uzbeks won. Jalolov won, Akhmadaliev won, Madrimov won, and all the other people won too. So it's not surprising. Uzbek wins everything on this card. But as far as Murodjon, I'm still not like he's good. He's a very solid fighter. Obviously, he has an amateur background to fall back on. But I'm not sold on him at being the best fighter at 122. I think he's very good. Obviously, he's a unified champion, so you can't disrespect the guy. But, you know, there's a lot of guys in this weight class that I could see beating him or giving him a tough fight. Like, I think Angelo Leo would definitely beat him if they fought. I think Stephen Fulton would beat him if they fought. I think Neri would beat him. I think a lot of people beat him. I think Gamaliel Fai, he'd be the underdog, but he gave him a tough fight. Mike Plania would be a tough fight for him. Carlos Castro would be a tough fight. There's a lot of tough fights out there with 122 for Murodjon Akhmadaliev. And by no means is he the best guy in the weight class. He's gonna lose at some point. I don't know who it's gonna be against. I don't know if he's gonna lose to, Fulton or Nettie or Angelo Leo or whoever he's in, but he'll lose to somebody at some point. Not to hate on him. This is his day. Good performance, but just a lot to be left to desire with Murodjon. Of the three guys on my poster, between Giashov, Madrimov, and Akhmadaliev, I know Akhmadaliev right now is the most accomplished because he's currently unified champion. But out of them three, to me, he is the weakest of the bunch. That's my opinion. What do you guys think? I don't see him as this top undeniable A-class fighter. He's good, but very, very beatable. Iwasa, no head movement and moves back in a straight line. Yeah, you can't do that. That's a cardinal sin. That's like, if you want to get your ass beat, that's what you do. Murodjon loses versus the top guys. And that's what I think. And I think he'd even struggle with some of the contenders. I really do. And I think Matchroom Boxing, DAZN, all parties involved, they're going to be very, very careful with how they move him because it's just not going to be a good look for him. Now, one fight that I think that's realistic, that would be a tough fight for him, that I could see happening is I could see a time, because he fought Danny Romano's last fight for the championship. He fought Iwasa, who was a former world champion in this particular fight. So I think his next fight will be a bit of a step down, and I could see a scenario where they put Iwasa in there with like a Gamaliel Fai type fighter, a guy who's ranked, European champion, fringe world level guy, looking to crack on that world level, DAZN fighter, Eddie Hearn fighter, easy fight to make. That'd be a good fight. And I'm not even sure that's a gimme. I'll be honest with you, I'm not even sure it's a gimme because Gamal punches pretty hard. He's got a great gas tank, and I think Murodjon's style will mesh really well. Yeah, Murodjon versus Teshigawa, that'd be a good fight. A lot of good fights out there for Murodjon. There's definitely a lot of good fights out there for him, but he's got to tighten up, man. He's got to really, really tighten up in a major way. But overall, I like what Eddie Hearn and Matchroom Boxing did. They brought boxing to an untapped market. They went somewhere that boxing cards don't normally go. Big boxing cards don't normally go. They went to Uzbekistan. So I like that. I think Eddie Hearn, Matchroom Boxing, they're doing a good job of making boxing global as far as getting it exposure in global different markets. And that's what you need. We need more of that in boxing. So good for the Uzbeks to get the chance to fight in front of their hometown. I would love to see MJ beat those top guys. I mean, hey, I'm sure all the Uzbeks would. If you're Uzbek, I think I'm pretty sure you're Uzbek. If he does, then great, man, great. But I think he's got a lot of work, a whole lot of work. This guy's giving me the middle finger. And you know what? You give me the middle finger. You give me the middle finger. I give you the boot. I give you the boot to the ass. Get your ass out. Is Carl Frampton versus Herring starting soon? Okay, so for those of you wondering, when the heck is Carl Frampton and Herring's card starting soon? That card will be on at I'm in the Central Time Zone in America, so that card starts I believe at 1 o'clock Central Time. I'm not sure when, but it'll be on soon. Like really soon. Just check back here. When you see me live, that's when the card has started. When you see me live, that's when the card has started. That doesn't mean the main event has started. It just means that the card has started. So just keep your eyes peeled here. I'll let you guys know. I'll put you on game. I'll let you guys know what's happening as it's happening. And yeah, it should be a good time. Should be a good fight. Yeah, man. But anyway, on that note, guys, I'm going to get out of here. You guys make sure you come back for the next live. I'll be here in back another hour or so. And yeah, like I say, subscribe. Make sure you subscribe if you're new to the channel. Do all that good stuff. And like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me. But I'm just a kid from Daniel. So until next time, take care, guys.